So, party, you are now in the inn. What do you do?
The wills exist in this fantasy world. You know, last rites and testament or whatever.
Wills exist.
We should probably go do that at some point.
Alright, yeah, well, yeah, there's plenty of legal offices in Steinberg if you want to make a last will testament.
I should imagine I've already got one. I'm covered. Don't worry if you lot want to do it.
Up to it, does life insurance exist in this particular fantasy world?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Because I've got some.
Probably in Jarrock.
Yeah, probably. If you want to take out a life insurance, but I'm sure that would be thrilling. A game of taking out life insurance policies, almost as thrilling as Bod's trip to the immigration office.
It says here that
Looking
in
forward.
paragraph 3, the deceased shall not receive compensation in relation to acts of God. Now, what if there is multiple gods or multiple deities indeed? Or indeed no god. You never know. Atheism might be a thing.
All right, well.
Not sure I was going with that.
Right.
But that's life.
Anyway, the last thing you heard from Ambassador Berkeley was that his attendants would contact you in the embassy when his plan was ready to commence.
Let's get to the embassy.
Let's.
Alright, so when you get back to the embassy, do you share what happened with Norman and Loretta?
Silence means everything.
Yeah, I don't see why not. They kind of need to know that we're going to go into very dangerous circumstances, and though I couldn't possibly ask them to come along, it's just so that they know in case none of us come back alive, or some of us don't come back alive.
Alright, at this point when you tell them this, sort of Norman acts shocked. My lady, we couldn't possibly expect you to go on this incredibly dangerous mission alone without one of us to attend to you.
Well, I have these loyal gentlemen already willing to follow me.
My lady, please, we've already risked our lives for you many times, and we would only be too glad to do so again.
Once again, I can count on your bravery and loyalty.
Of course. He nods. And there are so many situations due to your disability that it's important that we're there.
You're very considerate.
Loretta nods as well.
Thaeon has truly blessed me with the best of followers.
You seem to have inspired the loyalty of your followers. They're willing to follow you into the gates of hell, which you may potentially be entering, depending on what.
Who keeps gates of hell on an airship, really?
Only 2 or 3 of us.
That was a needless expense.
Actually, that's how the airship's powered. It's a portal to hell.
That's how they.
Well, if we're going to go full cliche, then it's powered by the soul of a forsaken child, which means I'll have someone to play with.
Okay, so any preparations you want to make before your final mission?
Going aboard an airship, so I'd like to put red hair somewhere that I can retrieve him back at a later date.
Red hair?
You sure you don't want to do mountain combat on an airship?
I would love to. I'd actually love to, but I bet I couldn't get away with that. So
since when did you call Briar Rose red hair?
So that'd be like the 4.
Oops, Briar Rose, not red. Oops, yeah, because it's got red hair. Maybe that's his nickname for it.
Are we getting onto this one? Anyway, it's going to be 3 regular-sized crates, 1 slightly shorter crate, and then 1 gigantic crate that keeps neighing. Sitting in the middle of the polling thingy for the airship.
So Briar Rose is getting put away, not red hair, because that's not my horse. Who brought this horse?
Red hair.
We don't mind if it dies then.
Should be fair, red hair probably worth more stat bonuses.
Well, I'll check my gear, hone my edges.
Alright, this is important. What are you taking with you? What weapons of your many weapons are you taking with you? Because I know you've got a lot.
Out.
Short sword, dagger, trident, and a pistol.
one pistol, and you can carry all that, right? Without taking the encumbrance penalty. Oh yeah, you've got like strength D8 now, don't you? Or
D10.
strength D10. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're fucking buff now. You can carry that shit. That's fine. Okay.
You don't look it.
Anybody else want to make any preparations?
Carrying a ton of knives, and also I am carrying the Thaeon plushie, which the weight of which I do not know, on my back for the entire thing.
Yeah, I'd like to leave my bag somewhere safe as well. My
Your
bag
bag.
of goodies. Yeah,
Your bag
I'm
of
taking...
goodies.
Well, yeah, I've got like a backpack and my shield, and I can only carry one or the other, and it sounds like I might need my shield, so...
Alright, fine. Do you want to leave them with Aileen then? And with Briar Rose, or leave them at the inn in the stables?
Wherever the most secure.
Okay, right. You leave them all at the inn. You just tell the innkeeper you're going to be gone for a little while. You know, he says he'll take care of them. It's a nice inn, Embassy Suites. You know, so yeah, Briar Rose and your goodies will be taken care of.
I'll actually bring both pistols.
Okay, fine. Right, you've got a spear, short sword, dagger, pistols. You are kitted out to the nines. Anyone else want to make any preparations?
Would it be a bit much to expect parachutes readily available?
Good idea.
You could. Do any of you have MacGyver or?
We might just have to steal some from the ship when we're on there.
Well, can't we just buy some?
Well, yes, we could just buy some parachutes.
There are probably parachutes on the airship if we need.
I don't know extreme sports people knocking about.
Glider. We could always just drag a glider on.
Well, yeah. Glider I could imagine. You just need to walk up to a high location and you can make use of a glider. Parachute, that's like for jumping out of planes and airships and whatnot, and there are very few of those around.
Oh, okay.
Glider though. Some wings.
Yes, there's probably going to be like stuff like that on the airship.
What about crocodiles? If there's a crocodile on there, I'll be sorted, mate. I'll write that down.
You are not Ace Rimmer.
Helen might be though.
Okay, let's.
It's not.
I'll make a point of bringing the medicine bag, but I can't think of much else.
You've all made all the preparations you want to make.
Yeah.
No, it'll be too late to go back.
Okay,
it's
excellent.
This giant
right.
fucking longsword. Think you can do anything with this?
Okay, so you wait the requisite amount of time, and there is a knock on your door.
Well, come in.
Who's all? Are we all in the same room here?
Yeah, you're all conveniently in the same room.
We're all bunking together.
Yep. Okay. Right. At this point, a kind of an older-looking man enters. Hello. Ambassador Berkeley sent me.
Yes.
He says it's time.
Stand up then.
Very well.
Are you all ready?
No.
Stand up.
Flora could probably have one of the little, drug-fueled episodes with the spirit, just for kind of communions.
You want to have a drug-fueled episode?
Possibly not a good idea before the
mission. You want to blaze it before going to the airship.
Just since you say that, suddenly you feel a powerful headache overwhelming you, and you just kind of sort of collapse for a bit.
Can't put that down to nerves.
I just look at the guy who's walked in and say, we'll need about 5 minutes.
Okay, right.
Well, Nash walks over to his bunk and grabs out a bag. Some green leaves.
Right. Okay, right. As Lady Flora collapses to the ground, and
I'd like to catch her. I want to catch her.
Right, agility roll. Please.
Go, dude. Always the hero. Here's everyone else with their sarky comments, getting their bags and stuff, and
I am
they're
too small
actually
to
being
catch
a
you.
hero.
I give no shits. No one ever catches me.
All right, as Lady Flora swoons and she starts to fall back, but Heron, in the nick of time, grabs a hold of her and cradles her in his arms.
Hero.
However, Lady Flora, you see the following vision. Once again, you are back at Thaeon's palace.
I don't recognise these people.
They're in the last session, you dick. Okay, right. Once again, you see Thaeon and Elodie. Once again, they're in Thaeon's chambers. They seem to be having some kind of a heated argument. Thaeon, I cannot stay here anymore. I can no longer hide the fact I'm an elf. There are secret police just searching for our kind, looking to kill us all. I must leave. No. I promise, Elodie, this is just a temporary thing. I'll reform them all. I'll change this country, make it more tolerant, ensure that your kind are accepted again. No, Thaeon. This cannot work. This cannot be. This kingdom hates our kind. They hate the magic users too. I love you, but I must go. Elodie, wait, please. But it's too late. Elodie. Oh, fuck off. Thaeon angrily goes to his phone and smashes it. Whereas Elodie rushes out the door. Thaeon has his head in his hands, just weeping with despair. Just his own country that he's built is just completely out of his hands. And now sort of time seems to flow faster for a bit, and Thaeon is still in his room with his head in his hands. At this point, there's a knock on the door. Come in. Hang on. Elodie's gone. My lord Thaeon, we caught an intruder. Would you like to come inspect? An intruder? What is this? At this point, Thaeon gets up and he starts walking down the stairs. There's a group of men surrounding a body on the ground. My lord Thaeon, there was an elvish intruder, an assassin most likely. But don't worry, we caught her, and we dealt with her very harshly. What? No. No! At this point, Thaeon rushes to the body, and he sees... He sees Elodie has been mortally wounded, stabbed in the chest, and is now reclined as Thaeon grabs her body. Elodie! No! What kind of kingdom have I created? You bastards! You're all monsters! You're worse than any of the warlocks! And so am I! I'm a demon! And I've created hell on earth! Elodie! No! And at this point, the vision starts to fade once more. And you awaken.
In Heron's arms.
Yes,
Strangely mirroring that moment.
Though you cannot see anything, you sort of you hear Heron's laboured breathing, and you feel his patently strong arms around you.
Ray, can you stop talking now?
Milady, are you okay?
It was another vision. Thank you, Heron. I will recover.
Do you relate to anyone what your vision was?
Don't think I've been doing that at any point, so...
You're just going to keep it to yourself?
These guys...
Do you really want to tell these guys? These
Well...
weirdos?
Well done,
Well,
Reyes.
if they ask.
At this point, the attendant comes to you. Are you all right? Should we wait for another time, or are we ready to go now?
We are ready to go now.
All right. Come with me. At this point, the attendant leads you out of the embassy. It looks like he already has a carriage waiting, and he takes you aboard it. You gallop out of the capital along the Zhip. There we go. Out of Steinberg and in to the grassy fields surrounding it, through valleys, past beautiful mountain peaks that typify the beautiful country of Stratholme.
A little lost on me. All I get to see is like sorrow and dead people.
Yodelay, hee-hoo. Yodelay, yodelay, hee-hoo. Okay, you gallop past the mountains a bit until after a little while you come on a plain kind of green field, and on this green field you see this sort of raised platform, and near this platform is quite a stunning sight. You see the great Lovamorian Imperial flagship, the Majestic. It is hovering in the air above the airship dock, tethered by ropes, as it sort of soars, hovers majestically in the air, high above the ground.
That looks like a trout.
Yeah, well, fuck off.
Well, so far that's the only description that Flora's got at the moment. She's just turned up, but
my goodness, my lady, this is a truly incredible piece of technology.
It's a
I
flying
knew
They're
these
probably
things.
reckon.
I knew that these things existed, but I've never seen one myself.
it is a shame it bears such pain and sorrow.
Yes, that seems to be the price of the Lovamorian miracle. Norman shakes his head.
Shakes his fist.
Damn you! Okay. Right, the attendant sort of takes you off to one area that seems to be all sorts of great big boxes and crates and other things. You see the attendant kind of telling you to wait as he gets out. There are a couple guards sort of guarding the cargo area, and he sort of talks to them for a bit. They seem to laugh and exchange a joke, and then they are led away. Another attendant sort of kind of motions for you to follow him.
Will you follow?
All right, you follow along, and you are led to a crate. It's a very large crate. It's opened up, and he ushers you in.
We'll be sure to keep her hood up.
All right, you lot. Good luck. Ambassador Berkeley sends his best wishes. Once you're aboard, look for the engineering section. Engineering Bay 5. That's where Gainsley's slave is kept. Recover him, and, well, there's parachutes and there's emergency gliders on the top deck for you to make your escape.
Thank you for your assistance, Guy. That's his name now,
That's my name. Guy Tomlinson.
Thank you, Guy.
Ambassador Berkeley says your mission has world-spanning importance. I'm just glad I could be a part of it. He starts to push up the crate, and he seals it shut. Now, you are in pitch blackness for quite some time.
I'm used to this.
However, if you look through, there are a few kind of little, openings, air holes, obviously, so you don't die. This crate is sort of made for sort of transporting livestock and stuff, and through sort of the little peepholes, you see that you're sort of being moved along on board the airship.
If this is livestock, have we been told to kind of make animal noises to try and cover ourselves?
If you want to, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Cluck, 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 and then they wonder how many animals are in there because I've heard about 12 different kinds.
Okay, so the crate is shunted aboard the airship, and it's taken into the cargo hold. After a bit, you hear just sort of a giant clunking and whirring noise as the airship goes into life, and the ropes are the mooring ropes are let free, and once more the airship seems to be soaring through the sky. You sort of feel yourself thrown forward just a little bit as it starts moving.
This is such a bad idea.
And now, there you are. After a little while, an attendant comes along and opens the crate for you. There we go. Now you're safely aboard. I'll try and distract some of the guards nearby best I can. You make your way to the engineering section. He gives you directions to it.
Try to stay out of too much trouble.
Same to you. Oh, by the way, Nash. Berkeley says thank you for the antidote. And he buggers off.
You get that a lot, mate.
Yeah.
Okay. You
So
are now
Heron,
alone in the cargo hold.
not being native of Jarok, I'm not sure how much experience you've had on ships, or whether you're going to be feeling sick.
I'm not so bad.
Aaron?
From being from Harping, an islander, you can, as you may imagine, I have spent some time on boats.
That is well then.
Okay.
Well, I
us
do
proceed.
appreciate your concern.
Well, let's try and make our way to the Engineering Bay 5 then.
All right then.
It's a trick. There is no engineering bay 5.
Right. So, all right. How do you make your way? Do you all sort of sneak, or do you go ahead?
Stealthily, of course.
Yeah. You go ahead stealthily just to sort of check for guards then.
Yep.
Or just any people.
Or
don't
anyone.
want to don't want to get spotted.
Okay. Make me a stealth roll and a notice roll, Pixie.
There you go.
Stealth. Nice. Okay. Right. You sort of sneak, and peek around like various corners. You notice like a couple engineers kind of walking past, having a conversation and laughing. But you duck right around and sort of wait for them to go past. Then you kind of wave the rest of the party on, and you sort of kind of continue doing this, making your way through the corridors stealthily, not being detected, until eventually you make your way to Engineering Bay 5. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
this is engineering bay 5 because this is where the gates of hell are.
Oh, buggery. I've just realised I forgot to include Heron.
Oh, man!
I'm sorry, Heron. Well, I
I'm
guess,
sorry,
I
you
guess
fell-
you can't be here anymore. Sorry,
fell off
Heron.
the
You're
airship.
still back on the ground.
Well,
Oh, man.
Oh,
Can't see
yeah,
anyone.
yeah,
fell
that's
off.
even better. You fell off the airship. Please take 30d6 falling damage.
Does my armor count towards my protection?
Yes, I'll be nice.
So it does mean you hit the ground a little harder.
Yeah, your armor
Oh
rating is
yeah,
added to
take
impact value.
31d6 falling damage.
so you haven't included any of the characters.
I have actually. I've just made them all invisible, but I will now make them visible.
This explains a lot. I was wondering what you were talking about.
Yep. There you go. There's you bastards. You're outside
Okay.
the doors, the Engineering Bay 5. It's even gotten written Engineering Bay 5 above it.
Is it loud?
Do
in
they have it
there?
written
nice.
in Braille?
I don't see
If
it.
not, I'm going to take issue with the designers.
Is it loud in there?
Okay, I tell.
Question.
I say this is Engineering Bay 5.
Well,
Thank you.
congratulations on being able to read.
It was for my benefit, Nash.
He's not illiterate.
Is it loud in there, or can I hear something?
Yes, you listen at the door. You hear kind of just in the sounds of machinery. You know, you sort of hear sort of steam and smoke billowing, gas, coming out.
Well, I stealthily try to open the door then.
You stealthily try to open the door. Okay.
I'm just gonna get out of the way.
Make me a stealth roll.
Yep.
Okay, you stealthily open the door, and you look inside. Inside, you see kind of a series of gratings, sort of below the raised metal platforms. You see kind of pipes carrying steam and magical energy, you'd assume, through various terminals. And the most eye-catching thing you see is you see this sort of platform, and there is this man that's wearing an iron mask covering his face. His arms are shackled, the chains leading to these two pipings here. And you see sort of like he just kind of judders as kind of crackling blue energy shoots up the chains, seeming to be part of what's powering and controlling this airship.
Well, that don't look too nice.
Curiously enough, though, you don't see anyone else here.
Is he making sort of any sounds, particularly when he's getting electricked? Okay, yeah, that's.
I think we better try and get in. Though we should keep close watch on the doors. Doesn't seem to be anyone else in there.
If we bring that poor man down, do we know if it'll affect the flight of the ship at all?
Probably.
Might not have much time to move then.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're going to go in then?
Yep.
Move
The only
me.
concern is if we want to secure our escape route as well. Or
Move me
first.
one space at a time, everyone, if you like to move.
Yeah, I do like the idea of having parachutes already. Instead of having parachutes and then, falling out the sky and then needing parachutes.
I'm going to assume the safer thing was for us to go to the engineering bay and then make our way upwards. Be easiest route.
All that can be heard is the infernal sounds of the machines, steam billowing, and the grunting of the man, the center of the room.
I look for traps.
Okay. Make me a notice roll, please.
Hey Aaron, looks like my servants are just wandering off without me. Would you mind taking my hand?
Sure thing.
We're leading you.
So I was waiting to hold the door open. I didn't want to be all like...
Aw, that's nice of you. Okay, Nash, you look around, you see various kind of panels that you don't really understand. This is kind of extremely high-tech, kind of magitech devices. But you don't see anything that looks like a trap.
No pressure plates, anything like that. Good.
No pressure plates, no tripwires, nothing like that, no.
Good.
Although touch anything and it will probably explode because it's all very delicate machinery, so...
Yep.
It's not a trap, but it's dangerous.
Okay, so what do you lot do then?
Continue in.
Continue in. All right. Norman and Loretta follow you.
Wait, what? I thought... Who's leading, Matt, then? Shall I lead Lady Flora, then? Because Lady Flora's sidekicks suck. Is
No,
that what's
they'll be
happening
happy.
here?
Well, no. Look, Lady Flora's not saying where she wants to go. So.
Wants to go? Well, we all need to go in if it was a given.
All right. So,
direct
Lady
people.
Flora, would you like us to lead you to the man attached to all these bizarre machines?
Please. I have a feeling he's going to require our help.
Very well. Norman and Loretta lead you in. Oh, not you,
That's
Swift.
what they're doing. I'm gonna approach one of these doors on the side and see what, like, I can notice. I'll have a listen and then a peek if I don't hear anything.
You're gonna have a listen. Okay, alright.
Same here.
Notice roll, both of you.
Swallow, we're hearing your typing.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Damn! I know everything.
Okay, you listen really
Whoa.
fucking closely. I mean, you could hear like a pin drop.
You hear
Like,
the heartbeat of a
So I know
hummingbird
there's someone
flying
in there
over the door.
then.
But like nothing. You don't hear anyone like coming this way or anything.
Do I hear any breathing? If I can hear a pin drop, do I hear the man that dropped the pin?
Oh yeah, I like listening to adventurers. Oh yeah, keep adventuring. Yeah. No, you don't hear anything like that.
Okay, that's fine then. I'm gonna lean up against the door and
You'll find it not fine,
casually.
it's creepy.
Casually. All right.
Yep.
Heron
Yep.
leans against the door casually with a smug expression on his face.
Wait, is
Also
it a swing indoor or swing outdoor? Because if he's leaning on it and someone comes along, just opens it, then he'll fall. The alternative, he's actually propping it closed. So which way is the
Well-
doors?
Yeah, that's a good point. Which way does this door open? I assumed it opened inwards.
Never assume.
Don't worry about it. You've got more important things to deal with.
No, like Matt said, it's the difference between holding the door shut and falling over.
It's fine.
That's
You can lean
important.
on it.
Yeah,
Don't
but
worry.
which way does it open? Does it open in?
Yes, it opens in.
Good.
Good,
Clever.
right, thank you.
Yes,
That's
that's
So
all I wanted to know.
important.
Could
Okay,
be.
right. Norman looks to Flora. My lady, this man appears to be bound by these magical chains which are feeding energy into the airship.
Bring me closer.
Very well, my lady.
I think it
Norman
might be worth.
starts to bring you closer.
I wonder if it might be worth casting sort of a. No, not probably. It's some sort of detection spell, maybe.
As he brings you closer, however, the runes carved around the pedestal start to glow, and there's a crackling of magic as it courses through the man, and he starts glowing a bright blue. And then suddenly, kind of his head just kind of jerks back, and there's sort of this sort of beam of blue energy shooting out of him, and forming a projection in front of him. Bizarrely enough, you see the rather smug, happy countenance of Ethelbert Gainsley sort of projected before you. His form seems slightly ghostly, and he's a little bit transparent. Norman relates this to you, Lady Flora. And you see him sort of smiling with his hands behind his back, sort of nodding. Ah, well, if it isn't Lady Flora and her lovely companions. So nice to see you all. I thought Berkeley might try something like this, but I didn't think he'd actually send all of you. That was quite unexpected.
This seems like a far more appropriate form for you. I mean, now it's obvious everyone can see through you.
You have a very quick wit, my young lad. I greatly admire that.
Jealous?
Well, I can't say I'm particularly jealous, as unfortunately, you're all going to die very soon. Ah, it's such a shame as well. Lady Flora, I was looking forward to having a real challenge to debate. Someone who could actually match wits with me. Such a shame that it's all going to end like this.
Well,
I think you'll find it's not over yet.
Heron, leaning against the door, says, well, it's been quite some time since I've found someone who can match me with the sword, so let's see how this fares for you, Gainsley.
I don't need to match you with swords. You see, I have a far greater power than swords. Tell me, Lady Flora, why do you think I'm doing what I do? Why do you think I am trying to form this coalition against Calamity?
Because you're megalomaniac.
Our hungry moron?
good, interesting guesses, interesting guesses. But what do you think, Lady Flora?
I had to guess based on your habits. I'd say you were an incorrigible psychopath.
Big words.
Well, certainly incorrigible psychopaths are known to gain power in Lothamore, so that's certainly an educated guess. However, I have to disappoint you, Lady Flora. I am motivated by the same things you are. You believe in Thaeon. You believe you're doing his will. The difference between us, though, is that I actually am doing his will.
I'm afraid that is where you were mistaken, Gainsley. Thaeon's will is not to enslave or oppress or kill others. It is not what Thaeon taught.
You think you know Thaeon very well, but have you talked to Thaeon? Has he appeared to you?
He does not need to appear to you to understand what it is that Thaeon means.
Oh. I think he's got a spirit.
Anyone who truly believes in Thaeon will see his teachings for the truth that they are. The guiding light that have given solace to many suffering.
Here, here. If we start repressing other people, who's to say that they will not get their own hero like Thaeon?
Very eloquent words, Lady Flora. And very eloquent words to you, harping secret agent. Well, unfortunately, though, I have to say, if I had grown up in another life, in another world, I might believe your words, Lady Flora, eloquent as they are. But Thaeon has spoken to me. I have been chosen to execute his will. And I have a very interesting new place in his new world, in his new order. I will bring this world back to order.
So, wait.
Again.
You actually speak to Thaeon? Or you think you do?
It doesn't matter too much, the details. You'll be dead soon.
What?
All you need to know is that Thaeon soon will re-establish full control over this world, over you pesky magic users, and I will be his right-hand man controlling it along with him.
I just throw up my hands, turn around, take a few steps away, and just groan. He's one of the 300 morons that thinks that Thaeon talks to him every year. Another one. And this time he's in a position of power. Why can't that stupid vain woman just set fire to you and get over with?
Well,
I think he's been tricked by a spirit.
He has been tricked by a spirit. Take it from someone who
Dumbass.
gets tricked by spirits on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't understand. I don't get tricked by spirits. In fact, I control them, a whole network of them, including this vessel here.
You're a magic user.
Impossible.
I'm not a magic user, but I control this one. And this one, he's got some fun in store for you. I'm off to plan my new world. Goodbye for now, and good day to you, Lady Flora.
You're halfway through your conquest and already you're only just starting to plan it. That seems like something that people would attribute to you.
At this point...
This isn't over yet, Gainsley!
At this point, Gainsley starts to fade away. Nash and Heron, you hear footfalls coming through the corridors.
Smash, slit his throat.
I take a step
incoming.
back.
Zip. Disappeared.
I'm going to brace the door and let everyone know that, yeah, there's people coming.
Are you going to brace the door then?
I am.
Okay. You brace the door. In the meantime, you see there are eye holes for the man in the man mask, and you see his pupils glow blight blue, casting blinding energy outwards, and he starts to tremble. No! and suddenly before you appears a terrifying beast. He's 10 foot tall. He's sort of like albino and green and balding, with a hunched back, with his sort of spine sort of looking all disjointed and freakish. His fingers long and extended with yellowed, rotting claws. He opens his mouth and gas bellows out.
Ash.
And he doesn't look very happy. He looks at Swift first. It's
Sounds like
almost,
this warrants a step back.
it's almost as if like Gainsley would want the smart-ass kid to die first.
If he
I
has
don't know.
gas in his mouth, maybe that's flammable.
Maybe.
Oh.
But for now, we draw initiative.
Pulling all the aces out, Matt.
All right.
Yeah, no, just giving them out
Combat.
to the monsters.
Combat begins. Flora, you and your two goons act simultaneously
They
with
are
the
not
monster.
goons.
Your
But-
helpers, your assistants,
Mm.
act simultaneously with the monster.
So, am I right in seeing the monster is apparently behind us?
Yes.
Hmm.
Shout-
Norman just behind us.
Don't! I told Norman to brace this door that I'm at.
I didn't
Hi,
hear that.
Norman. I was like, Norman, brace this door. Yeah.
Lauren, I need you to stay calm. I need you to focus. Take me forward to the man who's chained up.
Okay, right. Okay, as you move forward towards the man who is chained up.
Let me know if there's any kind of ambient crackling energy that gets more intense as we get close.
Oh, well, like some
naked.
kind of energy crackles off him, but you kind of
Mhm.
dodge aside. As you move up, the monster, seeing there's one very obvious target near him. There's no longer any other targets immediately near him, so he runs over and attacks Swift.
You are desperate to kill the
Kids-
child in this game.
Yeah.
I'm not
Kids
desperate
about
to
to get
kill the
eaten.
child. It just
Yeah.
so happens he happened to be closest.
This monster magically appears behind the child and instantly attacks it. Sure,
Ah.
that's just
Well,
GM
these
bias
two
talk.
bastards went to bar the door. So what can I say?
That seemed like a good idea at
Seemed
the time.
like a good idea at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we
Fair
haven't really
enough.
seen many monsters appearing out of nowhere.
Oh, when I roll like that, it won't matter.
Oh, let it chop its own head
Oh,
off.
for
Ah,
fuck's sake, what's your parry?
what's my parry?
If it's
4.
a 2, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh, 4. So you've got like fighting D4 then.
Yeah.
Shit.
Actually, it might be D6. I don't know.
Well, anyway, the monster raises its massive claw and it slams down in front of you, sticking
Parry
you
it
to
with
the
a
ground.
giant plushie.
Not the plushie.
You jump back using your plushie to push yourself off of him. It sort of makes the ground kind of shake beneath you. He's not a happy monster.
Ash!
Coming.
And Swift, as it happens, now it's your go.
Right, that thing's breathing green gas, and someone, just like a disembodied voice that can't fully be described, gave me a wonderful idea. I'm going to cast fire thingy at it.
Oh, okay. Cone of fire.
Cone of fire, which doesn't actually take a thing to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've used it, I'll be honest. I roll caster skill, and agility roll for dodge is based on that, I think.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
No, I'll keep that.
All right then. So he has to beat a 5.
Come on,
Counting
DM.
on bricks
Come on,
rolling.
monster. Yes.
Ah.
Attacker wins.
There we
Wasn't
go.
it?
Is it
Attacker-
attacker wins? Defender wins.
Well,
I have
in
no
this
idea.
case, it's the person reacting.
Okay.
No.
So
Yeah.
Okay, it's a saving throw to beat the number, basically.
Okay.
But he didn't
Okay.
beat the number, he matched the number.
Well, yeah, but in this case, yeah. It's about
Okay.
beating a target number in this case. Okay, so you launch your hands out, and a gout of fire goes out, but the monster, despite being very large, is surprisingly agile, and he kind of ducks aside, just standing on one leg. He's a really weird, freakish monster, this one. Nash, it's now your go.
Ash.
I'm going to run.
Run!
That was agility, right?
Yep.
5. So 6 plus 5.
No, it's not agility, it's your running die, which
Oh.
is d6. No exploding.
Say now if you want a multi-action as well.
Yeah, remember to say now if well, yeah, are you doing an action basically after this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is his run at a -2 then?
What? Just me a d6, Pixie.
Yeah.
No explosion. Okay, you can move 4 extra
1,
beyond
2,
your
3,
initial 6.
4, 5,
5,
6.
6, 7, 8. Yep, you can get to him.
There we go.
All right, you're gonna use your
Louis.
trident. Okay. All right.
But I don't get
All right,
multi-action
so
penalty.
you're gonna leave Swift to tank the damage as you attack it from afar with the trident. Oh, okay, right. Make me your fighting roll at -2.
-2.
That'll do. That's good enough. All right. Okay. You thrust the trident into the beast's side and do your normal damage.
Oh. My normal
Make
damage.
it good. Yeah. Damage. Damage.
Luckily, this hurts.
That did hurt. That did indeed, which is why I'm going to use a GM Venny. Soak it.
You make him burn through them all.
Yep, make me burn through them all. Do
Actually
it.
seems like a really good idea, all things considered.
Ha! Okay, right. You thrust the trident into the monster's side. It howls out in pain, but it grabs the trident as it looks to you in anger and pushes it back.
Not
It
even
seems to be
shaking.
breathing heavily, though.
Shaken? Yes.
You see kind of like sort of this greenish blood dripping from the wound, but the steam actually appears from it as the wound seems to sort of seal itself shut.
Okay.
This is a truly nightmarish creature. Heron, it's your go.
Okay, now what I want to do is I just want to make sure I can do this before I attempt it. I'd like to run and get in front of Swift. I actually want to push Swift back and get in front. Is that something I can do?
If Swift consents to it, but he would take... Oh, no, he wouldn't take an attack of opportunity because the monster's shaken. So, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
This is consensual.
Yep, consensual relocating.
I'm going to also draw my weapons while I'm at it because I forgot to do it when I was bracing the door. So I'll draw my weapons while running.
Okay. I will let you do that.
Okay, with the push in of the Swift back a bit, so then he's not in the monster's face.
All right. Actually, that's like 2 actions, so that'd be at -4. You're running, drawing your weapons, and pushing Swift out of the way.
Okay, that's fine.
So maybe
that's all I wanted
roll
to
at
do.
-4.
Strength roll at -4. Okay.
It's very difficult what you're trying to do in a very short space of time.
You end up impaling Swift
Yeah,
on the
end up
weapons you're trying to
taking him
draw.
back.
Don't roll a 1.
Whoops.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh, go and roll a 1. It'd be really funny.
Yeah. It would.
All right. You managed to draw your weapons and kind of get there. However, Swift, unfortunately, is still. You didn't manage to push him back. You're too clumsy with all the other shit you're trying to do.
Okay.
Right. Now. Ha ha ha.
Now.
Rah. Some men.
Fuck.
Some not very happy looking men start coming through the doors.
Oh, thank God, reinforcements. Help us, there's this big monster behind us.
And rather nasty looking guards in Lovamorian garb appear from the north and south doors. This one, it looks to be sort of like a lieutenant or some sort, draws his sword and say, "Oh, mate Gainsley happy killing you bunch of bastards." And he gets ready to fight.
Damn it.
Let's see. And they are going to start moving towards you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should he attack Loretta?
Oh, if he attacks Loretta, he's like first on my target. She helped me out. If he attacks her, he's fucking in for it, mate.
There? Can I reach that guy? That guy.
Loretta is kind of in the way, but actually, I'll allow that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Do your doodle.
You're frozen again there, Brooke.
Oh, well, sort itself out in a sec, probably, hopefully.
Usually does.
Full.
Right. A nasty-looking man comes towards Loretta. No! However, Nash, you try and thrust out your trident kind of like across like the this area here, but he sort of like parries it away with his axe. Ah! He looks mad now, so he's going to take an action to run.
Run.
Yep, he's going to run right for Nash. And he's going to attack you, but it'll be at -2 because he was running. Hey!
Oh.
Right.
Brick seems way too happy about that.
Bad news, Pixie.
Yeah, I'm gonna soak that.
Okay, well, let's just see what the damage is first. It might be really crap. Evan?
I don't need
Nope,
to soak
that's
that.
not crap. You
Oh.
do need to soak
Oh,
that.
shit.
You really need to soak that. It's D8 for his strength, D8 for his big axe.
Oh shit.
So that's 17 overall. Make me your soak roll.
That's vigor, right?
Yep. Straight up vigor. Right. Soak 1 wound. However, what's your toughness with your armor?
5.
5. That's with your leather.
Yeah.
Seriously?
My vigor is
Your
4.
vigor's D4. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh, that's not good. I thought you'd been tougher than that at this point. That's not okay. That's 17. That's
I'm a glass cannon, you know.
yeah, you are, aren't you? It's just you've never been hit before. Oh, it's
Nope.
not this hard. Oh no, except by a skeleton.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
he did the like right towards the beginning, I think, in the first
9.
fight.
Yeah, but you were there to just kind of drip feed
Yeah.
heal him, fortunately, which
I
hopefully
think I
you'll
put
do now.
the
Okay, let me work it out. So it's 9, 13, 17. Right. 3 wounds, you soak 1, but you take 2. You've got 2 wounds.
Ah.
The axe slashes across your chest, tearing a streak across your leather armor. Ah! It's extraordinarily painful, and you're shaken.
Ah.
So that's not good news. This musketman, he takes his big musket and he takes an aim action using the pipe for cover.
Hmm.
Okay,
You're frozen again.
I am. Oh, well, too bad. Okay,
That's actually a slightly terrifying face.
back to Flora and
Hmm.
Flora and the monster. You act simultaneously.
Well, technically, we're acting simultaneously with the guards as well.
Yes, that's
'Cause we're
true.
all on ace.
You were all acting simultaneously.
Help,
But probably just as
Flora.
well, Flora tends to have a very reactionary play style. So,
Mhm.
okay, hearing Nash get horribly gutted. Change of plan. Norman, take me back.
All
Take
right,
me back.
Norman leads you. Oh god, yeah, but better there than next to the monster, I suppose. Yeah, but there we go. He
Mhm.
leads you next to Nash.
Now where my healing roll?
Healing roll.
Healing roll. Yep.
Oh.
Boom.
Wow.
How many
okay,
raises
that's
do you want?
1, 2, which is all you need. 3, 4. Yep. Nash, you are completely healed. But
Thank
you are,
you, Lady
however,
Flora.
still shaken. Okay.
Thaeon
there
is
you go
with
there.
us this day.
The wound fizzles out and disappears, as if it was never there. However, it's now the monster's go to recover from being shaken. Come on, monster. Come
You
on,
creatures of
monster.
darkness will not sway those who fight for Thaeon.
I'll glare it down. That'll make it keep being shaken.
All right, he's unshaken,
No.
but his turn is taken up for now.
Yeah.
Which is good news for you, Swift, which means you don't have to die now.
It means you can burn
Oh.
everything without getting
Burn
Heron.
those two.
I do indeed plan to burn those two.
Okay, Swift, it is indeed your go.
I'm
So
going to
you
burn
ha-
those two.
You have an opportunity
I have an opportunity.
to burn those two, if you
Oh.
so choose.
I'm sorry, you made it sound like I had another option.
If you're that way inclined.
Am I that way inclined?
I am hoping all the
I was
various...
actually considering that we could, at this point, try and make a persuasion roll to stop and talk about our feelings. And
Go on, man. Make the attempt then, mate.
Maybe you
Oh,
could
fuck
use that
yeah.
social magic, which you have never used ever for
But you never let
anything.
me use it.
You never tried to use it.
Do you have
This has been a
social
situation
magic?
where it could have been useful in any noticeable way. It's a subtle suggestion thingy. That doesn't really work when everyone thinks you're a fucking toad.
Well, if you stop acting like one.
Never. Right, rolling spellcasty for the Bernie thing. I'm going to have to take a single step back and also do this without the -2 thingy that everyone's been getting.
You could take a step back, but you would take an attack of opportunity from the recently unshaken monster.
Yep.
Because
Yeah, well.
Heron was too incompetent to pull you out of the way.
You
I'm
monster.
Burn
sorry.
him.
He was trying to be too heroic.
You
Fair
tried-
Burn him.
You must know by now, dude, that this game doesn't like you doing cool things. It punishes
Yeah.
you for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every
it's
time.
terrible. I'll do it at some
It
point.
punishes you
If I
for
try
doing
it
3
enough
things in
time.
the same go.
No, when he
Drawing
was
your
fighting
weapons,
horseback in the
running
last
and pulling
session, he
someone out
wanted
of
to
the
do
way.
cool things. They weren't very complicated. They were just kind of tricky to do, and the game's
I'm going to do a
no.
spellcasty roll now.
Pixie did it. I mean, he succeeds on his rolls. Okay, right. That's a
So-
success. So they have to beat a 6.
I am
No,
hoping
no.
all the gases in this engineering bay are just steam and there's nothing
Let me think.
explosive.
Come on,
Wait.
monster. Yes.
Wait, he said
Right.
stop. He said
I
stop.
said stop!
What? What?
I was going to fucking Benny it!
Okay, Benny it then. Okay,
me.
disregard it. I'll do it again. All right, there we go.
Rush,
Right,
rush ahead of
I'll
me.
be nice and I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Might be even better than last time. Yes,
Fuck
it is.
me.
But
What about
the
the other
guy-
behind him?
All right, the other guy, it's his turn. And he fails. Okay, the monster again. Ha ha! Dodges out of the way. However, the fire licks around into the terrifying guard. Fuck!
Oh,
Oh dear. It's not good. Yeah. Okay. The man
Push.
is immediately set ablaze. He's you can actually hear sort of his lungs melting as he screams in agony, and he
Whatever, when
falls
marrow
off
crackles.
the gangway into kind of the steam vents below, where his body falls onto the kind of the mega hot vents, and you actually see his body melting through the grating. It's absolutely horrific.
Ah.
take
Oh,
some
it's,
easy
He
points.
is dead, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to become unshaken.
God, I hope Loretta did not see that. She has seen enough of horrible death.
She's got a great view of it.
God,
Spirits.
Spirits. No penalty because your wounds have been healed. Okay. Yep, you are recovered from being shaken. However, that'll
Yep.
take up your turn. You can't do anything except shamble 15 feet. Or mutter something, I don't know.
Can we try and weaponize that 15-foot shambling? Somehow.
Well, you
Well,
could
to be
use
fair,
it to
it could
body
be
block and
weaponized with
stuff.
Nash because Nash could just walk out of their range, provided
Yep.
he misses the
That's
attack of
true.
opportunity.
He could walk. He could stumble out of that range, provided the attack of opportunity doesn't kill him, and wait for his first strike.
Yep.
Okay.
But I won't.
Right.
But that's
Yep.
because you can't really do it in this situation.
Nope.
Good. It just wouldn't be a very good idea. Okay, Heron, it's your go.
Oh God! You see, there's two options here. I either try and save Nash and Loretta, but Nash might be able to do it, or I save Swift. So I think the way Heron sees it is going to have to try and save the child. What would somebody think of the children?
Yeah, Nash can handle a fucking goon.
Yeah.
Fine.
Kill the monster.
Nash was ballsy enough to jump onto the carriage that we were chasing. I think he can
Yeah.
handle himself.
Yeah.
You
Well,
handle one
alright.
fucking guard.
Hey, the god knocked the crap out of him just
that is
then. I've
true, to
seen
be
it.
fair.
This time I'll stab him
Right.
twice.
So yeah, Heron here is going to shout, "Fight me!" and attack the monster.
Ah! It rears up above you, lifting its claws.
Just fight me.
It just
Yeah,
wants to
just
eat child
fight me.
Fucking
first.
fight me!
It doesn't
Come
fight on an empty stomach. It just wants to take Swift first. Ow.
Fighting. Unfortunately, that's a miss.
I
oh,
will
unless you
Benny
Benny.
that because
Alright.
I want to Benny that. I'd like
Mhm.
to be able to get Swift out of the way of it. Really.
Okay,
Oh, yes.
that's much better. That is a. Let me just work it out in my head. That is a hit without a raise. Oh, no, a hit with one raise. Sorry, I got it wrong. There you go. After you. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, you thrust your sword forward. Into the beast's side. And this
It's
you
a
kind of
cat.
like
It's
rattle it.
Skeletor.
You sort of rattle it around a bit. You hear just sort of these sickly sounds as you rearrange its internal organs. And he just kind of stumbles aside, kind of grabbing his wound. You look like you've done a bit of damage to him. Good job.
Yeah.
He's also
good-
shaken.
Screw you, you big weird thing. Fight me! I told you it worked.
Yeah. All right. Now it's the guard's turn. Right. Let's see. Who is the musketeer aiming at?
The monster! The monster's already been hit. They can bring it down.
I think it's Norman.
Nah, he doesn't see Norman as a threat right now. Let's see. I'm going to assign you numbers.
No, not
Yay,
this
the
again.
random rolling.
Yep, and of course it's Swift.
Of course it is.
See, you are trying to kill the
Da-da,
child.
Da-da.
Again.
No, the dice decided this time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we only have your word on that because you never told us what you assigned our numbers as.
I did. I signed it based on your on the screen.
You say now.
You're number 1, Matt's number 2, Pick's number 3, Bod's number 4, and it just
Yeah.
happens to get 1.
Yep.
Oh no, to us number 1 is you, so...
Yeah, you hit yourself.
Monster.
And good news, Swift, you've got a D8 shooting +2 because he took an aiming action, and he hits. Da-da. How much damage have you taken?
Wow, this guy should really
I
be
have
proud of
no
himself for shooting a child.
In the back.
Yeah, I
He
know,
took
right?
careful aim as well. He was like aiming at right at the most vulnerable
Oh
spot
my
of this
God.
child.
Oh.
What a bastard.
You get 3d6 plus 1 damage. Oh!
What the fuck is that?
That guy shot you in the spine.
Would you like to soak?
I feel I have to soak that.
Fucking hell, that's horrific.
Can I
Not
buy me
in
a
the
soak roll?
days of Nash have we seen such numbers.
That's
We
just
have actually,
mean.
though, but
Remind me, Brick.
Vigor.
Vigor.
Just vigor.
Just vigor.
Exploded.
Just regular vigor. Yep, exploding. You soak nothing! Right,
Benny
okay.
that.
You Benny that? Okay. You might want to keep
Benny the
one.
Benny.
You might want to keep one Benny for this the upcoming not dying roll. That would be very
that's
important.
The thing. Okay.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
you've only got one Benny left now.
Okay, Swift. You
He's
have
got
been
two left.
shot in the kidney. Okay, right. Yeah. You just like your eyes open wide as just blood covers your midsection, and you just immediately keel over and collapse onto the floor. You are out for the count.
Oh.
I will be nice and let you make... Oh, yes, you're about to make your not dying roll on your turn. Excellent. Okay, right. Meantime, guard swings at Nash.
He's flanked now, so doesn't he get a minus?
Is Loretta fighting him though? That's what that comes. If Loretta's fighting him, then maybe. But if she's not, then
She's been pushing people around pretty heavily.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Flanking doesn't apply to attack rolls to you, so...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can you dodge? We'll find out.
Yes, I
you
can.
He swings his axe at you, and you duck back, sort of like smacking his sword aside with your longsword.
I'm doing it
this
very
week-
nonchalantly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Flora!
For acting simultaneously, I'd like to, instead of being caught by him, go and heal Swift.
Oh, okay then. Right. He reaches you.
You shot the child!
Up. Now he's within my range as well.
You're right. He is.
Oh, I froze
That
Yeah,
expression
it's
is so
picture.
appropriate.
It's also a turn. You do get your
Yep.
if you using your trident.
You were getting quite crackly there.
Oh, do you want...
Yeah, you're sounding quite bad now.
Meh.
Okay, should
Just
I?
a
Is it
four.
okay? Should I relog on Mumble?
No, you're good. No.
Okay,
You're good
fine.
now.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
cleared up now.
Right.
I missed.
Unfortunately, yeah, you missed. Sorry. Okay, Flora, you're going to attempt to heal Swift.
Attempt? I'm gonna heal the
Sorry.
fuck out of him.
You're gonna heal the bugger out of him.
Okay, I'm gonna Benny that.
That's not good.
Okay, I'm gonna Benny that. Okay, is that a pass?
That is a pass. Yes.
Avoid a pass. Okay.
So he'll
One wound.
he's stabilized.
Yay!
Basically, he's not going to bleed out. But if you want to get him back on his feet, I'm going to need another success.
Should at least save one Benny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is going to mean he won't have to make his dying roll.
Which is good because I've got vigor of D4.
Okay, right.
Just break
Ah,
every
however-
type of
Don't
limited
fail me
stats.
now!
Let's see,
Don't let
1,
Swift
2,
die, it's not
3,
his
4,
time.
5. However, he can still move towards you. I'll be nice. I'll make him attack Heron instead.
oh,
Everyone-
that's nice, isn't it? I'll make him attack someone else because I'm
Well, let's
nice.
go. Let's examine this for a second.
Wait.
Either the blind priestess who is currently healing a injured child, or the guy with the shield.
I
When
don't
you
know.
put it
Some
like
guy
that.
with the gun
Hero.
shot the child in
Oh,
the
no,
back.
attack the blind priestess! She's right next to me! She's way weaker than I am!
Yeah, she's an easier
Oh,
target.
come on!
Or she's saving me for the
Hey,
guy
Aaron,
with the gun. She's hoping he's gonna shoot me as well.
Hey, Bod, roll persuasion.
Okay,
I'm not
right.
really going to persuade him. That's just outrageous.
As you're kind of like fighting with the monster, also you just kind of like swing your shield around to prevent an attack from this asshole, and he is an asshole. No flanking bonuses or anything because I mean you and Heron Nash, yeah, you roughly
Bit of a
meshes out.
cluster.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cluster right now.
Back to back fighting.
Back to back. Yeah, you and Nash are fighting back to back, basically. Okay, right. And that advances turn on. Oh, wait. The monster's got to make his roll to recover from being shaken.
Can't Loretta push that goon, by the way?
She could try.
Push him over the railings into the
But
melty
push him.
bit.
Just push him straight forward.
Push him straight forward.
Aim for the eyes, Loretta.
actually, I know she's going to try and pull him into the onto the sort of the incredibly hot steam grates. Loretta goes, "You bastard, trying to harm my lady!" She grabs him. Let's see, would she have D6 or D4?
She had D6.
I think it was D4. I'll make it average. I'll be nice. Okay, and yeah, she has to beat. She succeeds.
Whoa!
She grabs the dude and she pulls him a bit closer to the grating, but he kind of like stops her. Oh, what am I feeding this bitch? Strong as an ox.
Is he calling her fat?
Well, also a bitch. So,
You know,
yeah,
the
He's
guard just
filled
called
with
her
zeal.
fat, and as we all know, that can cause issues. I say reroll.
Okay. Swift.
I drew.
Right. Yes,
Can't
basically,
move.
yeah, you
Move,
are out,
please.
you are stabilised, but you are out for
Oh.
the count.
Yeah, you got shot. Oops.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Oops.
Nash, it's your go.
Work, child, even though you've been shot.
Well,
Don't want to know
Do
what
something
happens if I
cool.
try and
Do something
magic roll down.
cool.
here comes the sword.
Finally, he does
Okay,
something
that
cool.
works. All right, that is a hit with one.
Which
One
one were you
raise.
attacking?
The only one next to him, I'm guessing. Oh no, yeah.
There are
which
two
one was
guys.
it?
This guy,
Which one do you want?
The bottom
one
guy.
near Flora or the bottom guy?
bottom guy.
Bottom guy.
How much?
Okay,
How many raises?
so one raise.
Should have pushed him into the steam, man.
Yeah, I should have pushed him in.
You should have kicked him with your kick
Not how
back
Nash
at him
works.
Would've been
and
awesome.
caught the other guy.
When Nash has stabby bits, he wants to use them.
In all fairness, I've seen how it goes when you try and push things. You get freaking hit and you fall off your horse.
Not if you roll well.
13.
13, right, okay. Basically, as he's kind of like, he's sort of distracted, sort of like as Loretta sort of pulled him aside, and sort of, but he turns around just as you're sort of thrusting your trident forward.
Nope. Short sword.
Into his neck.
Short sword.
All right, fine, whatever. You quick draw your short sword into his neck.
And I
Quick
and I
draw
quickly
trident.
say, look at Loretta and say thank you. And then comes my next attack.
Okay. As you're making your next attack, the guy sort of topples back into the grates, meeting a similar grisly fate to his ally.
Oh.
You can sort of the smell of burning flesh is now directly coming out of these grates. It's kind of permeating around the room. It kind of makes
Smells
you
like
retch a
overcooked
little.
bacon.
Fucking hell! All right.
Yeah.
That is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 raises.
So
Hear the cogs turning.
Nash is rallying. He's rallying.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot. Actually, I forgot to. Guys, stop doing anything. I forgot to have the monster make his save.
Save. Oh.
Come on, monster.
Oh yeah.
Come on, monster. Coup de grace, Swift. You know you want to.
Wait, hang on a second. If we forget to do a roll, you just ignore it. How come he gets to do another roll?
There you go. Don't worry.
Favoritism. He likes himself far more than he likes us.
My monster. My boss monster.
Okay, so it's 1d10 exploding, 3d6 exploding, 1d4 exploding.
What?
Wait a
Well,
minute.
You just didn't
Ah.
want to be outdone, did you? So bring the roll that kills
In a
Swift, and you said,
nutshell,
screw that.
you basically. Oh god, what would this be?
You punch out all his blood.
You cut
you
off his
basically-
penis.
No, I want to
Forcibly
describe what
convert
I'm
him.
doing here. As I
God.
stab the one guy in the throat, I spin around, quick draw my short sword, grab the guy's hair, cut the head off, toss it into the fire.
Okay, right.
Yep.
Yep, his head is off his body.
Yeah, with
the-
damage like that.
Yep, and of
Flora,
course,
but you can't save him.
Yeah, and of course it fountains out blood everywhere, all over Flora, Norman, and Heron.
Naturally.
And not
the
Busy.
up on
head
Nash.
falls somewhere over here into the into the steam vent. Okay,
Teeters
great.
on the edge and then staring
He's
at
dead.
Loretta for a few seconds and then falls
and
in.
also not a drop on Nash. Naturally.
I'm gonna no. If you want to have not a drop on you, you're gonna have to make an agility roll.
Okay.
For free, or is this a multi-action?
You just decapitated someone and his neck is fountaining out blood.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Managed to dodge away from all the fountaining blood and it just soaks your companions instead.
Woo!
Lovely.
Okay.
Make us look intimidating.
Heron, it's your go,
Stress
mate.
was you to replace the one that was that was ruined with injury.
Heron is going to have another strike at the big beast because, well, he's still waiting for Swift to get out. Well, he can't exactly walk out the way himself, but
Swift,
he's
pull
right
your
next to them.
He'll
He's
bash
right
the
next to
bastard
them.
out of my range or something.
No, he's like, what?
Bull
That
rushing
thing
Heron,
looks
bull rushing
strong
into
as
the
hell.
steam grate.
I'd have needed a run up for that. Right, no, I'm just gonna have to go for a Billy Basic hit. Nothing kill. It's too scary to do
Billy
anything
Basic.
kill.
Okay.
You're tired of doing cool
So-
things because the game doesn't like it when you do cool things.
Yeah, it hates me trying to do cool things.
I
So
should,
Billy
I should give you
Basic
like
now.
more plus ones when you try and do cool things. Okay,
All right.
go on.
So strike.
Yes.
Wild die.
That is the best time to roll a
Why are
one.
you guys rallying now? God damn it!
Because I'm down.
Okay,
I'm
right.
Putting them down and so everyone...
Fine.
Yes. See?
All right. Okay, right. That is.
You notice the rolls got really, really bad when I went down, and then they suddenly got a lot better when I recovered.
You killed a kid, dude. Not cool.
Yeah, man, that's what's happening.
The best part is you don't even know what I'm going to do to that musketman.
15.
you
15.
see the guys melting on the floor down there?
19.
Bit like that.
3 raises on your attack.
Oh.
I'm going to set fire to his feet, and then I'm going to watch fire consume him. Slowly.
Okay, I'm going to soak that. I'm going to soak that.
Ah.
Come on,
How
Monster
many DM
Man.
minis have you got left?
Let's see. I think I've got about 2 left now.
Yeah, it's used to, so as far as, yeah.
And this would be my third, wouldn't it? Or would it be
Yeah.
my second? My third. Okay. Right. Come on, monster. Come on, monster. That's not very good. Try better. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I soaked 2 wounds. However, right. Okay. So
That's a lot of
toughness-
wounds.
Toughness D12. So
Mhm.
that's 12, 16, 20. Oh Jesus. 24, 28, 32, 36. So
I think it's
soaked
fucking
2
dead.
of 5 wounds. Oh, fuck. All right, okay. Right, Heron, would you like to describe your attack? I'll let you go, dude.
So what Heron does is, of course, the beastie's already got a gaping hole in it. So Heron notices this and then tries to go for a symmetrical hole on the other side. He rams his freaking sword into the beast, takes a step back, and then shield barges the sword into the freaking thing to try and create a massive hole and make it fall in half.
Okay, right. You shovel out this massive great hole inside the creature. He looks down to see the massive hole, basically, that was once his chest, gaping and bleeding and spurting out everywhere. And he just sort of looks at you, and he sort of almost looks pitiful for a moment as he sort of topples over. The ground beneath you shakes as he falls to the ground, most assuredly dead.
Heron then picks up his sword.
Okay.
And I shout.
All right, you now pick up your sword. Fucking hell, you've had a good bloody round of it, haven't you?
These rolls.
The one time you try not to do something cool, you do
Nash
something
shouts
cool.
to the musketeer. Now we're coming for you.
Help! Help! Okay, let's see. I'd start running in through side doors. Rah! And guess what? They run.
They've all got muskets.
Those are axes, anyway. Yeah, they've all got muskets and guns and swords and axes.
Axe
And...
musket.
Yeah. We get an axe head on a gun.
That is
sure.
Bayonet 2.0.
Hell yeah, look cool.
All right.
Bayonet.
Okay. And charge in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Stab!
Charges for Nash. Yep, it is a new round. You can attempt to stab. And that is a hit. Roll the
Ooh.
damage, please.
Just roll lots of damage, please.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Much like that.
Right, he runs in. He raises his axe above his head. Ah!
And I give him 2 new holes.
Plop. Yep, it goes right into his eye, into his brain, killing him instantly. The other dude runs up and tries to attack Flora.
Ooh.
He
albeit
can
at a
try.
-2. He will try. He will bloody well try.
I'd like to see him try.
Oh.
He
He
will
tried.
try, and he will succeed.
That doesn't beat my parry of 2.
Your
Oh, yes, it
parry's
does.
more. Your parry's at least 3. Okay.
No, it's 2.
It's not 2. You get. I think you get 1. Yeah, I think you get at least 1. Your parry's at least 3, Matt.
I thought it was like half fighting.
The minimum. Yeah, I know. You're D4 untrained, so that counts as 1 at least. Okay, so that means that's 1 raise. I hope you've got at least 1 Benny left. 1 raise. D7. Okay, sorry.
You didn't spend them all on trying to
7.
save.
Good, yeah, don't bother saving that little bastard. 7. 11. 11. Okay, 2 raises. Okay,
Why
this
do
is
you
gonna.
not love me anymore,
This
Brett?
is going to hurt, Matt. So brace yourself. Oh, okay. 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 Right.
See, 2 can play at that game. We go and just murder a couple of pricks characters, and then he just goes, ah!
Oh
Oh,
God, I feel
baby.
really bad now. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Would you like
You
to
should
soak?
always try and kill the healer
Would
first.
you? Oh, would you like to soak, or would you like to save it for your not dying roll?
Or possibly...
Save it, not
Actually-
dying.
I don't know, because if I successfully soak and reduce it, then I'll still be conscious, so then I can do
Okay,
healing.
well, I'll be nice.
Whereas if
I'll
I
tell
roll,
you-
if I save it for the
What's
not dying,
your,
then
what's
I'll
your vigor? Vigor.
I raise it to a d6.
D6. Okay, that's a good start. So your vigor is D6. So it's 3. Your vigor. Okay, your toughness is 5. Okay, so that means
Yeah.
that is 34 damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 wounds. Do you think you can soak half of those?
Yes.
No.
Are
no.
you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Soak roll.
Well, you
5.
soak one of them. Unfortunately, you are still incapacitated. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, right. The axe buries itself into your shoulder, and you topple over,
How
Very
many
much-
wounds?
capped. That 5. So
5 wounds.
that's enough to knock you on your butt, or back, rather. Okay, healer is down.
So
Nash
the
and
kid.
Heron. Now is your time to fucking shine.
How dare they knock Lady Flora to the ground? That's just fucking rude.
Shooting the kid in the back and
Oh wait,
acting
No,
the blind
oh,
princess
Loretta
when she's
can
trying
have
to
a
heal
go.
him.
Loretta can try and stabilize Flora, and that is exactly what she's going to do.
Having to climb over the bodies
Just pushes that aside.
with her mighty strength.
Excuse me, dead guy. I just
No, it's
need
the red. I
to...
need to roll for that.
Fountain blood guy.
Come on, Loretta. Yes! Loretta manages to stabilize you, Matt, so you won't have to roll.
Oh, I
not
thought
to
that was her
die.
strength roll. I was shifting
No.
the guy away.
Right. Okay, basically she quickly finds the wound and she quickly wraps a bandage around it, puts pressure on to sort of stop the worst of the bleeding.
Well, push the axe out of the way first. Get out of there. I need to banish this.
Well, he pulled the axe out once you fell to the ground.
Oh, it's not so bad then, is he?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna move.
Heron.
This is why we keep
No.
looking around.
Did I skip Nash?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good. Nash, go.
1, 2. Try
2,
it.
okay.
You're not going to kill
You're not
frickin'
gonna,
Norman, are you?
like, friggin' thrust your trident directly through Norman, are you?
Norman, you're the worst bodyguard ever. Get out of my way.
Okay. Slashy, slashy.
Yep.
Okay, right, that is a hit. Normal hit. Yep,
Yep.
okay. That'll do it. You with your dagger, as the man just looks sort of kind of vaguely guilty at what he's done, kind of chopping down a blind woman with his mighty axe. Basically, yeah, you basically slit his throat before he just looks at you and turns his head as his head arcs backwards and blood spurts out
All over Nash.
all
Roll to
over
dodge.
Nash.
Can I have that?
He makes an agility roll. Yep, you manage to duck out of the way as his head yawns back and spurts blood everywhere, and he falls to the ground. Right,
Let's get
Mr.
him, Heron.
Musketeer.
No, Heron.
He has been
Hey,
aiming.
wait, what about me?
Oh yeah, fine. You'll go then.
Oh, right, yeah, I
I
suppose
just
you
wanted
can.
to. I wanted to kill you.
Right, Frick,
Well, that's
can
a
you
bit
take Can you
rude.
take an aim and a reload at the same time?
Nope.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, to reload. Thank you for pointing that out, Swift.
I thought he did that in the last turn when he was going, help!
Yeah, he would have started it anyway.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step around Swift and not on him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to say to the Musketeer, so you can hit a child, how about a man?
Yeah, I can do that as well. Bit easier actually because they're much bigger.
May I get a taunt from that?
Yes, you may attempt to taunt. +1 for role playing.
10.
So that's,
10
that's
then, yeah.
overall of 10. Let's see, that's opposed by smarts, isn't it? Just so we won't like rise to it. Oh, he rises it to it, all right. Fine. I'm perfectly good at this sort of thing. How dare you? He is so flustered. He is actually shaken. He is incandescent with rage.
Good stuff, he's not shooting anyone then.
Okay, and it spins round to his go. He tries to recover from his incandescent rage. And he succeeds. It's just... Oh, it's so...
Incandescent
That's so very rude. Oh, it hurts because what I said's true. He did actually just shoot a kid as well, and that's all he's done.
Okay, Flora, Swift, you're both bleh. Heron,
Okay.
Funnily
and
enough.
Nash. Well, Nash first.
I'm gonna run after this, so.
Okay. You can try and hop over or duck under the pipe if you like. I'll just have to. I have to have you do an agility roll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You gonna try and jump onto the pipe then, or jump
Yep.
over it?
Yep.
There we go. All right, you successfully jump on top of the
6.
pipe, or jump
Okay.
over it if you prefer, and head around to the dude.
And he gets
Stabby, stabby.
stabby stabby.
Okay.
The stabby stabby treatment.
And the other one.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Normal rolls, please. Normal fighting. All right. That's with your short sword. Basically, as he's just fuming with Heron, he just sort of like turns around in disbelief as Nash leaps over the pipe, comes down on the other side, and jabs him right in the heart. Ah! Blech. And that is
Cool.
that. And that is the end of combat.
That's what you
Oh,
get for shooting
lady.
children.
My lady! Norman just sort of shakes at Flora. Okay, right.
Ew, what was he doing?
Swift and Flora, Loretta tends to your wounds and tries to revive you, and you are able to get back to your feet, but you are heavily wounded. Yes, really sort of shambling.
Thaeon would save his greatest trial for the end, would he not?
Don't worry, Swift. I got the little shit.
He's not alive?
No, he's in peace.
Nasty bastard.
Loretta, how long will we out?
A few minutes, my lady.
Very good.
We
No.
must. I think we should complete our mission as quickly as possible. Doubtless more guards will be coming soon.
I'm sorry to have inconvenienced you all this way. I'm sorry for getting axed. I'll try and fix this.
Hey, Brick,
Yes?
do you need a specific skill to use a musket?
Shooting.
You could do it untrained. At -2.
Rolling
D4.
my heel on myself.
Never mind.
It
That would
didn't
probably
work.
be a really bad idea.
Alright.
I failed the spell casting. Do I lose the power points for trying?
Yes, you do.
Good thing I have still more. Come on, try again. Come on. Thaeon, please, we need your strength.
How much time does each cast take, by the way?
As
One round.
1 round.
far
Okay.
as I know, yeah. Yeah. Well, that also didn't work. And I'm out.
I could. Are you out of spell points?
Yep.
Well, I'll be nice and let Loretta attempt one healing roll on the both of
Oh,
you.
bless.
But she insists we only have time for one sort of old-fashioned healing roll for each of you.
Mm-hmm.
The
Right.
bottom one's mine, right?
Loretta.
Yeah.
She
Yes,
is the true
actually,
hero of this
Swift, yeah.
campaign.
Loretta, she's she could virtually be a pediatrician. She's very good at taking care of children. She binds up all your wounds, washes them out. She tells you not to squirm when you're being too much of a wimp. And yeah, you actually feel more or less ready to go.
Licks a thumb, rubs under your eye. Dirt
It
off.
wasn't
all
that
wounds.
bad. Come on, you only got shot a bit.
Flora, however, you are still on 2 wounds.
Mm. Okay, I just need
Norman
to be able to.
Puts his arm around you and helps to guide you.
Given I was guided a lot anyway, this is just another form of support. So
My lady, we should try and release this man somehow as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me of the chains?
The chains appear to be wrapped around his arm. They're attached to these braces on his wrists, and they lead into these pipes. There seem to be some sort of valves at the end of these pipes to control the flow of the magic.
Let's try not to damage anything if we can. Do the braces look like they're locked?
Hard to tell without testing them myself.
If it looks safe to touch, have a look. Might be able to get Nash to pick them.
I
think
wander
we
over
should.
to one of the valves and just turn it.
Yeah.
You have no idea
Don't
what
take
you're
the risk.
doing. You have
Okay,
no idea what
I
the
turn
hell's
it clockwise slightly and look for a response.
Okay. All right, so you guys start going and twisting
Yeah.
with valves. Okay, when you twist the valve, suddenly there's a crackling. And it goes, "Ah!"
Turn the other way.
Yeah, other way.
He seems to be experiencing a different sort of pain when you turn it the other way.
Ah. Okay, Nash, I'll turn clockwise, you turn counterclockwise. Ready?
Yep.
My lady, these fools are going to kill this poor man.
We'll get this.
It's great. Aaron's gonna go up
I have
and try
faith in them.
and I'm gonna try and strike one of the chains. If these two are freaking go to town trying to kill him anyway, I might as well try and hack the chain a bit.
Right, okay, make me a fighting roll, please. The target number will be very low because it's a stationary object. Right, you hit, but just barely. Maybe a normal damage roll, please. This is just with your sword, right?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, right. You go to one of the chains, you kind of find a nice link, you raise your sword and bring it down with one incredible whooshing movement, smashing the link apart, and one of the chains comes free. And the man sort of slumps, just one chain holding him up now.
Cool. I guess I'll do the same to the other.
All right. Watch
Then,
out!
let's do this.
Yep, it hit.
Is it a raise?
Would raises count for inanimate objects? Go on then. All right. You bring your sword down. Chang! It sort of clangs a bit. There's a big slashing across the metal. You think you've sundered it somewhat, but it's not quite broken yet.
One last go then.
One last go. Go ahead. That's a hit. One raise. There we go. You bring your sword down once more, and the chain comes free, and the man slumps down to his knees, just kind of breathing and panting heavily. I serve Lovermore. I serve Ethelbert Gainsley all my life for Ethelbert Gainsley.
I'd try and remove the mask.
It's locked on firmly.
I'm not trying too hard.
You don't want to bring your sword out.
No.
To be fair, it'd probably be Mercy.
Loretta, check him for wounds.
Loretta
And
goes
Flora gets
to,
brought over.
check him.
You
My
tried-
lady, he appears to be in great pain and shock, but no serious physical wounds.
Flora reaches out and tries to take his hands, sort of hold them together in hers and try and give comfort. It's alright,
Why?
you're amongst people who are here to help you.
Help.
Mm.
All I do is help. Help Lovermore. Help the Empire. That is my purpose.
We want to help as well.
You help Lovermore.
Yes, that's what we're here for.
Okay. Am I to be brought to another chamber now?
We are to move you, yes. Do you feel you can walk?
I can walk. Yes. For Lovermore. Yes. He shambles to his feet.
These guards that came in, you said they're in robes, right?
Well, they had, like, cloaks on and stuff.
No, they're not.
Not. No, I was wondering. Right, I wanted to wear them
Okay,
like
all right.
robes. Well, so then we could be all like,
God,
stand
no,
aside.
You want to disguise yourself as a guard.
Yeah,
Dead
man.
guard.
The old freaking. No. We don't disguise ourselves as dead guards. That'd be really
There's
bad.
blood all over the clothes.
Alive guards. Well, that's
There's a lot of
because we've
blood.
had to kill someone.
Everywhere, There's.
We're already covered in blood. Their blood, so that's the excuse we use wearing their
It would
clothes.
take,
Ah,
it would
slave
take
bloods,
some
mate.
time to take off all your clothes
Let's
and
just
put
go.
on this new chainmail.
You see, this is why I wanted robes, like nothing, just robes, something to quickly
Just-
jump in.
Goddamn Huang guy, always trying to hide in plain sight.
That's not. It's a good idea.
Just tilt your robe down, you'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do? Time is of the essence.
We're going this way.
We need to know where the nearest lot of parachutes are, I guess.
Remember
Top
what
deck.
Remember what Guy said.
Top guy.
Something about the
Tomlinson.
circle of life.
Him-yama,
Remember
him-yama.
who you are.
Yeah, I'm following Flora. Poor Heron isn't the brightest guy. He's all like, yeah, I think we should get some parachutes and get off it.
But we got a description of where to go, so...
Yeah, it's basically the main deck is basically where the sort of escape gliders and parachutes were most likely to be.
Yep.
However, it could also potentially be dangerous as well.
Yeah,
Probably.
perhaps we should set a distraction.
Or
A distraction?
Sneak a bit.
I like that idea.
A fire.
A fire. Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good
You wanna set a
distraction, because they'd have to
fire?
be on it, wouldn't they? It's like a flying boat if they don't deal without fire, man.
Okay.
That strikes me as being a bad idea.
No, it's,
you are aware.
it's a fun idea.
You are on this
Yeah, but we're
airship.
trying to get off it, aren't we?
Let's just try and sneak our way there first.
All right. Yep. Make a decision in 20,
Just make-
20 seconds, or more guards are going to come in.
Yeah, sneaking sounds good so long as we're
Yeah,
not
we're
actively
sneaking,
bleeding.
We're sneaking.
Okay. Right. You're going to sneak. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as all wounds are bound up and we don't
And
leave a
make
trail.
a notice roll, Nash. All right.
Wait,
Oh,
should I use my last penny for this?
up to you.
I'm asking
You
the
might
rest
need
of the
it. You
guys.
might not. You never know.
No. I think you possibly save it because we're probably going to need
Yeah, I'll save it.
when it comes to the
Yep.
jumping out
Whatever's
the
going to
ship.
happen next. Yeah.
But the sneaking went really well.
Okay. Yep. The sneaking did indeed go very well. Okay. Right. You sneak through the corridors very carefully, very stealthily. At one point, you fail to notice like an engineer coming around, but fortunately, you're so well hidden behind a barrel, he doesn't notice you. You sort of like wave the rest of the group through, and you manage to sort of start making your way up. You sort of hear the ship sort of creaking slightly, and you almost kind of fall over. It seems like you hear just shouting. It's as if like people are sort of desperate to replace the person you just liberated, and sort of right the airship again. But it seems that there are enough fail safes to keep the ship stable, at least for now.
Does that strike anyone as a bad thing? That they're that desperate to replace the guy we just nabbed.
It means that they've got more people to save.
They've got
Yeah.
more stuff to do than hunt us.
That's one way of looking at it, I suppose. Okay, after a little while, you make your way up through kind of a hatch. Some stairs lead up to a hatch. You push the hatch open, and sort of air just billows in your face as you find yourself standing on the deck of the Majestic, the great Lovamorian Imperial flagship.
I'd like to suggest and say to Lady Flora how much... Lady Flora, I would very much appreciate if we could rescue all of the captives on this ship. Perhaps we could actually take it.
My lady, might I recommend that is probably not going to work.
Yeah.
They're the things keeping us in the air. Like, we can't take them all off until we've
Yeah.
at least landed the ship.
Though
And if we land the ship, then we might get in trouble.
I appreciate Sir Heron's ardour and virtuousness. However, I do not think we can save all these people, and there are doubtless countless more elite guards aboard this ship.
Also, I don't see Heron here. How's he even talking to us? He's not here.
God
I'm not
damn
going to
it.
talk with someone who doesn't exist.
I never existed.
He was in your mind all the time. Oh, ha 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 ha. Okay, let me just drag you bastards onto the.
Okay, let's see if we can find some parachutes.
I want to save everyone.
Flora
Not
does
gonna
too,
happen.
but
Okay.
in this day and age, sometimes we have to take the hard choice. For expediency, we're already very well in a bit of a difficult situation.
Yes, so let's find some parachutes. So I start looking for parachutes. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There, now I can hear you,
Make
yeah.
me. Oh, you
Yep.
can hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Great. Everyone who's looking for parachutes, make me a notice roll.
Heron Hugh
Yep.
is too
Found them.
upset about the idea of leaving people behind, what with his heroic manner.
No.
Yeah, looking for parachutes. He's thinking about ways to save these people.
Swift doesn't really give much of a crap about the other mage users at the moment.
Wow.
He's more interested in finding parachutes. Like self-preservation, it's important.
This is the Self-Preservation
Leisure
Society.
Society.
It certainly is, it seems.
And now we're copyright struck.
Damn it. Well, we didn't sing that well.
Well, to be fair, the song isn't sung
Basically
that well.
unrecognizable.
Okay, right. In these barrels and crates here, you look through them, and yeah, you seem to find some parachutes.
How many?
Right, 2 at the moment. You'd have to search a bit more if you wanted
Yeah.
to find some more. Okay, so you're gonna go searching through here for parachutes then?
Yep.
Okay, right. As you're searching through the parachutes.
It's that monster again, isn't it? It came back for round 2.
Right, back for round 2. Okay.
It's only half a monster now. Or is it 2 halves of one monster coming for us?
The door swings open on the northern side of the deck. You hear a very familiar voice. What do you mean, engineering problems? I try to fly back to my retreat for the weekend. I'm so sick of this bloody Steinberg, and now we've got technical problems. I assure you, my lord, these technical problems are merely temporary.
I hide over here.
Try to hide over there. Well,
Behind the man.
Before you can do that,
I'm going for the fucking king. Fuck that. If we
Yeah,
take the king, we take the ship.
Going
Take the
Shit,
king,
motherfucker.
take the ship.
Don't!
You're insane. Okay, right.
No, I'm with him.
Oh shit!
Kill the king.
Don't kill the
Nice.
king!
No, we're taking him. If
Oh,
if
right.
he's dead, he's not a commodity
Yep,
anymore.
we're taking him.
Okay. King, Gainsley, and Berkeley,
King
and
Gainsley?
a lot and a lot of escorts and other guards turn up on the ship at the deck. Wait, it's bloody you lot! What are they doing here, Gainsley? Ah, my lord, I assure you, I have no idea, but I'm sure we'll soon remove them from your beautiful majestic.
King Sadly, thank you for having us on board. He said, like, wounded heavily.
At this point, King Stanley looks at you curiously. Thank you for having you on board? You're bloody stowaways! You're the bloody people who've been undermining our plans! What are you doing here?
Admiring the
On-
view, quite nice.
Who's this little brat? Gainsley, what's going on here? At this point, Berkeley's just got a completely poker face, as if obviously pretending he's got no idea what's going on. Your Majesty, perhaps we should ask these interlopers what they are actually doing here, before just casually throwing them off the side of the ship.
Gainsley, you said you were going to help us free these people. Why are you turning on us?
Interesting. Make me
no.
a persuasion roll at +1. And that's with all your other bonuses. By the way, for the benefit of everyone, Pixie, if you could zoom out a bit so everyone could see
That's without the plus
I
one.
see him.
So
Ethelbert Gainsley on the left and King Stanley on the right.
There we go.
I maintain that
Let's
you're
see.
too fond of those.
it will be 9 with the plus one.
I'm
Yeah.
very fond of those.
So 9.
And also, just for good measure, here is Berkeley as well.
Oh
There
wait,
we go.
why has he got? Oh yeah, yeah. It will be 9 with.
Because we're in a talky bit right now. Okay, right. 8.
9.
9 with the plus one.
I like the King's Vampire Cape.
King Stanley looks confused for a moment. What is he talking about, Gainsley? These people here on your invitation. Have you been trying to pull the wool over my eyes? Is this some kind of trick? At this
Gainsley told us that he was going to help us free those slaves.
At this point, Loretta nudges over to Norman and Flora. He seems to be distracting them, my lady. Perhaps we can take this time to search for more parachutes.
Very wise. Let's hope Nash thinks the same.
Me and Norman will search for more parachutes. You keep distracting them.
So do I.
Okay, right.
Very good.
At this point, Gainsley speaks up. My lords, I assure you, I have been honest and loyal to you since the very first day I was here. Why would I choose to betray you for these miserable miscreant fools who could offer me nothing at all?
Gainsley, you backstabbing wretch.
Well, tell me, my friend, exactly what kind of plan would I have and what would I have to gain from working with you?
You were working with us to help free these slaves. You told me about your slave wife. She'd been taken away from you and forced into working into the magic scene, and we were going to aid you, free her, and if you aided us, take this ship to
Perhaps
start
not.
with.
Perhaps he set us up just so he could make himself look better in the King's eyes by having this secret operation. Just what's the word? They're just exposing this operation. Just another of Gainsley's stunts.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's going for the crown.
Okay, so are you all finished then? You've all made your points.
I want to see how that settles with the King and Gainsley.
Okay, right. Well, what Gainsley says. Well, firstly, to you, my very violent-looking friend, I'm not in line for the throne, and I would have nothing to gain from killing His Majesty. I am merely a high bishop in his order. And as for you, my priestess-looking friend, now, why exactly would I want to unseat King Stanley when he has treated me so well? And, oh, what was the other one?
Only you can answer that.
That was the mad slave wife thing.
If he
And
doesn't
as-
remember, then that's on him.
And if I had a wife who was enslaved, I would have more than enough power to have her released.
So
I'm
what
more-
you're saying is that you would work behind the king's back to release her. How is he not supposed to believe you'd work behind his back now?
You clearly do not understand how politics work in Lothermore. I have the king's favour.
Empty platitudes, Gainsley. We know that you go behind King Stanley's back on a daily basis.
Okay.
What say you,
okay.
King Stanley?
That was interesting. All right, before we go any further, Pixie didn't
Yep.
make a particularly great point, so just a normal persuasion roll. Bod, you made a real effort there. So +1 with all your other stuff. Matt
I like the
Matt also have a +1.
Yeah.
-2.
That is with my
And-
+1 this time.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Wild
Pixie
die.
gets 7. Flora gets
3.
3. Oh dear.
Yeah, we've done good.
And Heron gets 9.
9 with the slave wife.
Okay.
We're all laughing.
I like it.
Alright. Gainsley's going to be like working his butt off here. But seriously. Oh no, here we go. And the wild die. Okay, right. Okay,
Even I-
right.
Fuck that guy.
I'm tempted to make a GM Benny, but no. Okay, right.
Occasionally you didn't say you got a wife.
This King Stanley just strokes his chin. Gainsley, there's something you're not telling me here. I don't know if everything they say is true, but I know enough to know you're hiding something from me. Now what is it? Your great Imperial Majesty, I have always been honest with you, and I will continue to be honest with you now. I set a trap for these fools, as they have caused you so many problems with your plans, but now they will be their lives swiftly brought to an end. Just your order, my lord, and we can have them all killed.
He says set a trap. I say sets a meeting. We had a meeting on the lower deck.
I would like to step forward at this point and just have a teensy bit of fire in the palm of my hand open and say, what he's not telling you is that he is what is used so commonly in Lothamore. He's one of us. Haven't you ever wondered why none of the mages have been able to strike back at Lothamore properly? You're standing next to the reason why. He's been using you, worming his way into your mind using spiritual magic. You see, that guy, we don't know how he does it. None of us have managed to figure it out, but he is able to control more than one spirit. I mean, ordinarily a magic user is bound to a spirit. That's how it works. Spirit provides magic, and magician fires things at people. That's how this is working, for instance. The spirit is providing this for me. It never comes from the human or the elf. Always comes from the spirit. Your trusted aide is a freak of nature.
And he will destroy us now just to silence us so that we cannot give you the truth.
Without manipulation, how would we have got onto such a grand vessel with so many guards?
Okay.
That's a good one.
That was mainly Swift's point.
Yeah, can we give him bonuses then?
Yeah, okay.
For us, Aiden, yeah.
Swift, you get a +2 for your argument,
Thank you.
and a further +2 for being assisted.
Okay.
So, grand total of +4.
I have no idea how the subtle thingy works, but I was
Subtle
using
thingy.
magic-y things. Persuasion, there it is.
Hopefully you can stall them
That's
long
pretty
enough
good.
to flame the whole deck.
At this point, Norman just steps back and whispers to Lady Flora, "This is working well, Lady Flora. We've managed to find 4 parachutes. Just need to find a few more."
I'm just thinking if anyone can double up. Swift at least probably could, but not the others.
Okay. Right, and Gamesley tries to counter the oratory. Stanley just looks at Gainsley. It's like, Gainsley, what are they talking about? Is this why your Magitech is so powerful? Is this why you have managed to achieve so much in so little time? You've been working with them all along, haven't you? At this point, Gainsley just sort of wipes his brow. He's really sweating bullets right now, and he says, my lord, if I was working with these people, then why would I be arranging a plan to have them all either killed or enslaved under your auspices, my lord? I had all these magical slaves. I had them swear loyalty to you and only you, my lord. All these magical slaves, they have made your kingdom rich and prosperous. They will make you the greatest king in history.
Not quite. You see, there's a word for magicians that use other magicians to conquer the world, and it's something that Lothamore and Eridonia and every other province in this world goes against. You're a warlock. Nothing more. A freak,
King of the Warlocks.
ununderstandable mess of magical energy. But a warlock nonetheless. Your kind has been brought down before, both by other mages and elves and humans and every other occupant of this world. Because while Deridonia and Lothamore both aren't particularly nice rulers of the world, they aren't particularly fond of magic users, for instance, no one is willing to live under a warlock anymore. Thaeon proved that much.
At this point, King Stanley starts to nod. Hang on a minute. I'm going to give you an extra +1 for your last persuasion roll. Essentially counts as 12 for the purposes of Gainsley attempting to resist.
Awesome.
Oh, so it's
Attacker
about
wins.
It's about even. Okay, you'll see what happens. Okay, right.
There's one
Stan-
other thing you should probably know. One other thing. How is it actually going to... How does it make sense? That's the question you just posed to us. How could it possibly make sense that you would set up all these magic users for your king in order to give power to your king if you were trying to take over the world? If you were trying to be this warlock that you claim not to be and so clearly are? Well, why? Why else would you... hang on a sec, Rick. I need to ask an out-of-character question.
Okay. Right.
Are they
okay.
Deridonia or Lothamore?
Lothamore.
This is Lothamore! You're on their capital ship!
I know that it doesn't say Lothamore anywhere. Just... Why?
I'll write bloody Lothamore all over the map next time!
That would actually help a lot more than you think.
Oh, God, okay.
Why else ally with the Deridonians, such mage-hating people that clearly do hate the Magitech advancements that your warlock heroes provided?
Okay, King Stanley just strokes his chin for a bit, digesting all this information. He's got a point, Gainsley. How are you any different than the warlocks of old if you're training all these slaves, all these spirits with Magitech and all that to have power to rule the world? How are you any different than the people Thaeon fought against? How do you know you're not just going to become another bloody warlock with Magitech instead of having it in your head? How do I know it's not just the same bloody thing?
Unfortunately, Your Majesty, as much as it might offend you to hear it, you are a pawn. As are we all in this Gainsley's machinations. You see, by allying with Deridonia to go after these magic users in Jarrock and every other nation of the world, you're gathering half of them. Gathering an army of magicians, all under the direct thumb of the warlock standing beside you. All of whom are directly controlled by him. No safeguards, no way of deactivating them or destroying them if things go bad. Every single strike you make, every single magic user you capture and turn towards your cause, isn't turned towards your cause, it's turned towards Gainsley's cause. And the further it goes along, the deeper he becomes enriched with this power, harder it's going to be to stop him. You need to stop him now. You need to stop this heretical... heretical? What's the word?
Heretical.
Yeah, that's fine.
This heretical
Madman
warlock from overtaking the world. He's already admitted as much to us.
All right.
Megalomaniac, I believe the word was, right, Gainsley?
He's already used the magic user's ability to his own game without your knowledge, King Stanley, when he had his previous meeting with us.
At this point, Gainsley speaks up. My lord, I cannot report a single thing I did to you, but have I not enriched you beyond your wildest dreams? Have I not created that statue with the torch that glows eternally, illuminating your fiery light, showing you as second only to Thaeon himself? My king, you have put your trust in me, and I have brought you this far. Trust in me to bring you the rest of the way to ruling the entire world.
Ha! Do you truly think you can distract King Stanley, a man of such intelligence with shiny things? I'm sure he sees through your pathetic schemes.
Okay, all right, that's enough for now. Let's do another round of rolls. Swallow, I want you to make me a roll at +3. That was a very, very good speech. And also,
It was
no,
so
make
good,
that
I think we're
plus-
going to need to kick him off the side of the ship.
+4 for Heron helping you. Oh, +4 overall. Oh, yeah. Right, that's very good.
Should I?
No.
Up to you.
Nah. I can keep
Okay.
it up. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh,
They just keep badging each other. Poor Stanley.
So yeah, they're just kind of bit level. I mean, but it's having the desired effect. That it is having the desired effect. It's obvious that King Stanley is very torn. He is very ambivalent right now. He's not sure what to think. Berkeley at this point puts his hand on King Stanley's shoulder. The boy might be a maid, sir, but he's got a point. Gainsley here has amassed more power than anyone else in the kingdom. Even if what they say isn't true, it's true. Gainsley could snap his fingers and take over from you in an instant. You need to curb Gainsley's power, Your Majesty. You put too much trust in one man. Believe me, be like your father, sire. He didn't put too much trust in any one man. He had everyone in his court at equal power, at equal say. You can be wise just like your father was. King Stanley nods. Gainsley, I think I put a bit too much trust in you. You've helped me get this far. But I need to keep a closer eye on you. You lot! At this point, as King Stanley begins to talk, Norman says, "We found enough parachutes for everyone, my lady."
He doesn't say that.
You lot! I'm not sure what to make of you, so I'm going to have you all thrown in the brig.
Get the parachutes
Your
on.
Majesty, they've told us everything they know. Don't backtalk me, Berkeley. Put them
I think
all
it's
in
time
the
for us
brig.
to go, guys.
King
Yeah.
Stanley, you're saying that we should go to the brig after we've just assisted you. Surely you should have a meal ready for us for such great assistance and tearing out such a terrible
Aaron.
weasel.
Aaron,
At
you've
this
got to know by now. And I'm just walking slowly towards him, pat him on the shoulder in sort of like a condescending manner.
Yeah,
Magic users don't sit at tables in Lothermore. They serve them. I'll just hold up a hand, waiting to be thrown a parachute.
yeah. I
Put them all in a brig and have
Just-
that one tortured. And King Stanley turns on his heel and walks back below deck.
If you'll excuse us, King Stanley, we have to shoot.
Parachute, that is.
Can I taunt him with that, dude? Please, can I give that a taunt?
Yes, you can. +1.
Nice.
oh.
Ah.
The end of the session, right? Just
Like,
saying.
get...
Yeah, go on. Can I Benny it? Why not? Why not?
It's your
It's up
one-liner.
to you.
Good.
Bear in mind, you are about to jump off an airship
No,
with
no,
a
I'm a-
parachute, which you
This
have
is
never
important.
done before.
It's important.
yeah, it
All right,
sure
fine.
is. It's the one-liner before we leave the ship, man. Come
Okay,
on.
your taunt looks to particularly cut deep with King Stanley. Says, "I've changed my mind. Have that one severely tortured, then killed. He seems to be the stupid one, so he doesn't seem to know much anyway.
That's just rude.
You pushed your luck."
You don't know anything about my intelligence, King Stanley.
Hey,
No,
Fred,
he doesn't really say that.
at this point, we're all like wearing parachutes and stuff, right? Just waiting for it.
You're not all wearing. Loretta and Norman are.
I'm
They-
wearing it. I found 2.
Okay, Nash.
All right.
I have.
Okay,
Right.
the rest of you, however, are going to have to draw some initiative. Heron, it's your go. It looks like the men are readying their axes and they're saying, "All right, put your weapons down, get on the ground, and come quietly."
So I'm gonna draw my weapons and hold them out in my hands. I'm not gonna put them down, but I'm gonna hold them out as if I'm going to put them down. Whoa! Calm yourselves. And I'm gonna move over here a bit towards the people with the parachute, so I can maybe get one and say, "I think you need to calm yourselves down, gentlemen. We've been told to be taken alive. Just give us a moment to compose ourselves."
Make me a persuasion roll. No modifier.
God, I just said we need a moment to compose ourselves. That's like legit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Right. Guards say, "You had enough time to bloody compose yourselves. You had that bloody long chat with the king. Now get on the floor, put down your weapons." Okay. Did you want to do you want to like have Norman you with a parachute or something? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool if he's willing
Okay.
to give me a parachute or
Norman
something.
just sneakily goes behind Nash and puts a parachute on your back. Okay, Swift, it's now your go.
On whose
What's
back?
my move speed?
When you say on your back, do you mean
Your
mine
move
or
speed is
Nash's?
6, and you can get more speed if you run.
That would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's the plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on a second. Was that right?
Have you got a parachute yet?
Yeah, no, I took one off Nash while I was doing the whole
Yeah, I found 2. Remember?
patting.
Oh, yes, you did actually find 2, yes.
2, 3.
Norman has the rest. Norman and Loretta have the rest, rather.
Down we go, guys. I just rush over towards the side of things, outside of the deck, and then I cast Coil Strike.
I see.
3
Alright.
targets, 2 muskets, and the barrels directly behind us that look like they have water and fire safety stuff around them.
These ones over here?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Alright. So, three bell casting rolls, please.
First 2 for the muskets. The third one for the setting of the potential stuff things.
Okay. Oh, right.
That's entirely the wrong roll.
Okay.
That's damage.
Oh, darn it.
Wow.
Not the
Hit.
high rolls this time.
A hit and a hit. Okay.
Are you zapping the guards?
Yeah,
The
I'm zapping the
musketeers.
muskets that are gonna shoot at us when we start running towards the fucking side of the ship.
It's got a point.
Okay.
It's going to kind of undermine Heron's whole thing, but oh well. All right.
I thought we just needed a moment to compose ourselves. We didn't need a moment to zap the frickin' muskets.
Make a damage roll, please. Well, make me 2 damage rolls because you
Oh, right.
2 hits.
Can I use that 15? Damage.
Damage.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
All right. The first coil arcs over and fizzles out across the deck. This mage here and this musketeer kind of just jump
That's
back.
a mage?
Yeah, it's a slave mage basically.
Oh, shit.
He's got another iron mask on his face. And a collar around his neck.
That's not going to end well for us.
The other musketeer, it hits directly, and as you pick out his hair, stands on end as he fizzles rapidly, shaking and shaking before kind of collapsing down to the ground. He is out for the count. As for this barrel here, let's see, 14 damage. Let's see. High or low, Swift? It's ignition chance time again.
Hi.
High. Okay. High, and you get a boom. Oh.
Okay, Bennett.
You blew up some parachutes.
Right. Okay. The coil strike fizzles through the barrel, There's some smoke and a small fire breaks out, but it's not really a big one,
What?
unfortunately. But it could
Aw.
spread. It could spread. Okay. Now it's Meiji's turn.
I'm gonna keep calling him Meiji now.
Meiji's like, oh, cannot hurt Lothomorian guards. Ah, traitors! Traitors, all of you! He puts his hands out and energy starts
This isn't gonna be
crackling
good.
through it.
We're fine.
Two can play it the coil strike game.
The coil strike's a unique thing. Hmm.
So you close.
Well, okay, these are. Let's see. Oh, what
They're
kind of-
strike coils.
strike.
Oh,
coil.
you bastard.
Okay. Oh yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, that could be fair. Oh yeah, no, that's much more fun.
Are you going to start using
Yeah, I'll do
trappings
that.
despite the fact I've not been allowed to use them for the entire thing?
Do you have two trappings?
Yeah, but I never get to use them.
Yes, you do. Every time you use your flame spell, you set things on fire, which is a trap.
Do I?
Yes, you do. That's what you did in section 4. You set everything on fire.
Yep.
Oh,
There you go.
I stand by my previous statement.
And also, your coil is armor penetrating, which is also a trapping. So there we go. Anyway, the mage raises his fist into the air, clutching at it, and just sort of there seems to be sort of a portal that appears out of nothingness, and this sort of massive stone, a boulder, starts to appear, and it grows larger and larger and larger until it flings itself down at Heron, Flora, and Norman.
Who is standing on top of Nash?
Oh,
Yeah, those
so
two are
if
having
he
a hug at the
misses,
moment.
does he break the boat?
maybe.
He probably does
Um,
anyways.
Make me
Nothing noteworthy underneath.
make me agility. Let's see, shall I? Yeah, make me agility rolls at +2. Actually, no, God, I have to make his bloody spellcasting roll, don't I? He might fail completely. He doesn't in casting the spell. I want you all to make me dodge rolls at -2. That's agility.
Minus two.
-2.
Yep, -2.
Not plus. Okay.
This is just a straight against 4. Beat 4 and dodge.
Benny. Last Benny.
Okay, last Benny. Come on. Last Benny. Oh dear. There we go. Heron dodges. Flora doesn't.
Funnily enough.
And Flora's already on 2 wounds.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
And Heron. Yep, Heron dodges.
He's not allowed to get it after he's given King Stanley some shit. It wouldn't be right now, would it?
Oh, that's not good. Okay, right. The boulder smashes down and does 2d6 damage to everyone. Ow!
Yeah, we're dead.
Have you run out of Benny's, Flora?
Yep.
You know what? For doing such great roleplay
No.
earlier, I'm going to let you have one more Benny. If you want to soak, you may.
You're giving me the Benny so I can try to soak. It would be rude to just say, no, I think I'll withhold this and just let...
Go on, it's in the hands.
It might
It's in the
be.
hands of the dice.
Just figure out. And nope. No. I think it might be Flora's time. She has done enough. It now falls to Swift to carry on the fight, and Loretta to write the story of everything she's seen.
That's such a cruel thing to do to someone.
Okay, Pixie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's this bastard's bloody fault for aggroing the mage. His coil strikes. They just wanted to arrest you before.
Yeah, Andy might have even let us compose ourselves a little bit. He said that we didn't have time, but you never know.
What's that? 3 wounds
Okay,
or 2
right.
wounds?
They have muskets. I have already been hit by a musket
many
once, and I'm
wounds?
not doing it again.
That is your toughness is 5, right?
4.
So that's 1, 2, 2. That's 2 wounds,
Awesome.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So you're still on your feet, Nash. You're
Awesome.
shaken. Flora, however, you were already on 2 wounds,
Oh.
weren't you?
Boulder comes down. I think she might be flattened on the deck.
Alright, once again, Flora, the boulder smashes onto you and you collapse against the deck.
It shows all the fights in the past. They were small fry. Now we're dealing with the big boys, and she is not combat ready.
Okay, Heron, however, you do manage to dive out of the way.
Has it broken the ship a bit?
Yeah, there does appear to be like a hole now in the ship. You can see a hole, a small hole, kind of leading down into
Down
the
How
deck
small
below you.
and how far through and how big a hole?
About like that big.
Or maybe big enough for a small child.
Maybe. Okay. Nash, it's your go.
Okay.
Do something awesome. Yeah, first, get unshaken, then do something awesome.
Nope.
Jump over the edge, guys. Or at least get this guy
Right.
down. He's the
Nash,
key.
You can still shamble. You've already put on a parachute, right? You can still shamble.
How long can I? How far?
You can shamble 3 spaces.
Take.
You start shambling towards the edge of the deck. It's now the guards go, and the your slaves go. Your slave. He just kind of looks around. He looks at the guards and he looks at you. Why? No. What do I do? Why? Help! I don't understand. What do I do?
Kill the guards.
No, but they are
Traitors.
friends.
Traitors.
Traitors? Why?
They tried to kill the king.
They killed the king?
They tried.
You're not making a very compelling argument.
Nash with his persuasion of nothing. Currently wounded.
Any other you would you like to try and persuade a slave to do something?
No, it seems a bit mean, really, doesn't it?
Your lives depend on it, potentially.
I'm not persuading a slave to do something that he doesn't want to do. That's just like, we're just
He
as bad
doesn't
as
know
the
what he
people
wants to
that...
do. He's just
Oh,
leaving
right,
the
yeah,
village.
so it's perfectly fine to take advantage of someone that doesn't know what's going on. Heron's fucking heroic. He's not a freaking
Alright, you're just going to
bastard.
heroically die then. Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
well, that's fine. He can heroically die in heroic fashion, as long as
All
he's
right.
not as bad as the people that got the slave to start with.
Fine,
It's a cue
okay.
to kill Gainsley.
What? I didn't
It's
hear
a
that.
coup
What was
to
that?
kill Gainsley.
It's up to you to kill Gainsley?
No, it's a coup to kill Gainsley.
It's a coup. It's a coup to kill Gainsley. Okay, right.
I'm
They
okay with that.
try and kill Gainsley?
Yes.
Oh,
You must protect him.
Yes,
them.
Gainsley must protect him.
From
Make
the
me a
guards.
Make me a persuasion roll, Pixie. At -2 because you're wounded.
Are you
He's busy
trained in
coughing up blood.
persuasion, Pixie?
Oh wait, that was wrong. -2. There we go. 3.
-2. It's 3. Okay. At this point, the guards shout out, "Don't listen to him! We'll take you back to your engineering room. You'll be safe. You can help Lovermore again." Let's see.
They're trying to trick you. Ha ha ha!
Oh,
Does he
You
bite
lie!
his own tongue?
you lie! At this point, he grabs his head. Ah! He screams out.
I do not want his spirit.
And this is what happens. Pixie, you're such a lucky bastard. I rolled a 1. You really are.
Yeah.
You would be in big fucking trouble otherwise.
Yeah. That would be the end of Nash.
We might be able to take the ship.
Fuck that.
I don't know. I think this guy might do something
You'll
horribly
be lucky
destructive.
if you're not all dead by the end of this session.
Well, if we can take the king and put a sword at his throat, everyone will do what we say.
We won't be able to.
What do you mean, no, they won't?
You're,
Move
you're,
on
we
healer-
won't.
and-
you're out of bennies, your healer's incapacitated, your
Don't
main
rubbish yet
fighter's
any power
wounded.
points.
Remember what I was just talking about what happens when magic users try and seize power in this particular world? That's not a good idea.
Okay, so
No,
what
it's
happens?
fine.
The beast from before appears once again.
I remember you.
The hole
we
in
still
got
its
the dead
stomach,
marker.
like, kind of seems to be a sort of a different colour now, as if it's been filled in with kind of magical Play-Doh or something. Ah! And it's back once again, and like the guard's just like, "Oh, fucking hell!"
Sorry.
It's got the dead marker on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, now it doesn't.
And he takes his turn, chop, 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 to go over to one of the guards. Do-do-do. That's a hit.
Nash, you still have those pistols. Use them.
I'm jumping.
Start with yourself, then.
Then Swift, then
that's
we can
pretty
have two
pathetic.
people shoot the kid.
This
You should
fucking
have
monster.
shoved him.
God,
Does it have any
let's see.
weapons? It's
See.
just a big googly monster. It's got no weapons. What do you
It's
want
got it.
from
It's
it?
got fucking D12 strength and it's got its razor sharp claws, but it's just fucking rolling shit. It's kind of its claws scratch across the front of this dude's chainmail armor, and he's like, "Ah!" As he hops
What is this
back
googly
a bit.
monster?
Rubbish monster.
Oh, it's sweet.
Flora.
But-
Let's see.
Oh yeah, roll to stabilize.
Roll to stay. Oh, can Loretta stabilize you before you have to make your roll of
Loretta
death?
could do anything.
Come on, Loretta.
She is
Oh.
the hero, I swear. I just did
GM
Flora and play
Benny.
as Loretta.
GM.
Benny. Do it. You've used them all against us. You've got to use one for us.
I'll spend my last GM Benny, but then Flora's going to have to go by the dice. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Flora, roll me your vigor at -3, please.
Mm-hmm.
This is it, guys. This is it.
-3. Wait a minute. -3 including wounds, or along with wounds? Or is that including wounds?
Just -3. Straight -3. That's it.
-3 is because
okay,
of
one
the
second.
wounds, yeah.
You want to get above
Right.
1 at least.
No! No!
She has fought her last fight.
Flora, lie on the ground.
Look,
You just-
Loretta tried to save her.
Loretta.
Take a hand.
Desperately try to save you. You just hear Sandolphin's voice in your mind. Hear Sandolphin's voice in your mind. You have done well, Flora. You have
With
gotten
your
them this
guidance.
far. Yes. Come to me. Be with me now.
You will be free from the torment of being bound to one still part of the world.
No. I understand now. I will be with you now. You start to feel your consciousness
Together.
starting to merge. The rest
Demon
of
hugs.
you
You become a good spirit.
The rest of you basically you just sort of see Flora lying on the ground. She doesn't look good, basically.
We
Loretta,
failed.
continue the
We
fight.
failed our mission. Well,
You
don't
know
be
what to
impatient.
do, Loretta.
You failed.
Blow the ship up. No, she doesn't say that last bit.
Failure! It's Heron's go.
We have failed.
Actually, you've got a lot of jobs. You can still pull this off, guys. Come on, hang in there.
Right, so I'm gonna grab
Remember
Flora's
duty.
corpse, and I'm gonna go and jump off the edge.
You're such a hero. Flora's gonna come back as a good spirit, and she's gonna be your guardian spirit now.
Okay, actually,
You
I
want
think that's
healing
doable.
magic, Heron?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, you can do that. You can move at full
You
pace,
hero.
and you can jump off.
Cool, that's what he's doing. He's taking the corpse and he's off. He's gonna shout to the slave on his way, "Come with me!
If
We
you
got
want to
this.
live.
Come with me if you want to live!" Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, do
I
you
love you.
know how to operate a parachute, Heron Harping?
Well, he was
Well,
never
you've got
formally
you've got a bit of
instructed.
time to experiment and find out.
There's a
Never
pull cord.
formally
It's going to be that.
Yeah, wind is blowing in your face as you just sort of feel the air
No, I
rushing
can't
past.
do that with my hands. I've got fucking Flora's
Okay,
corpse. Put
holding
my
on to
hands up.
Flora as much as you can, as much as you can. As for Swift, it's now your go. You've just seen Flora. It looks like she's pretty fucked, but Heron, not willing to believe that she's truly dead, has grabbed her body and leaped off the ship.
I told you she'll come back as a good spirit. She'll give you healing magic.
That's
Swift.
yeah, maybe that's gonna maybe.
Swift, what do you choose to do? Mm-hmm.
Don't have got to unmute myself. Right. I will try to once again ignite this ship using every single little bit of magic that I am currently capable of pumping out, and then I will jump off the side.
Okay, so just kind of all this like nice flammable ropey masty bit here then perhaps.
Sure, why not?
This railing. Okay, alright.
Well, actually, maybe not that, because the guys have to walk through that, and if they have to jump through fire to get out of this, they might be upset
Well,
with
maybe
me.
this ropey masty thing then.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough. That ropey masty thing.
Or the one by the
Alright,
enemy. Actually, no,
spellcasting,
ranged
please.
If I'm using fire, then it's not a spellcasting roll, it's an agility roll to dodge, and unless those ropes are more sentient than I think they are, they can't dodge.
I still want you to do a
Fire just
spellcasting roll
happens.
just to make sure the spell goes off okay.
It doesn't... Okay. It doesn't usually require a spellcasting roll to go off.
Well, it does. Anyway. Right. You point your fingers, and woof, a gout of flame comes out, and immediately these ropes catch fire, as does the banister. Flame starts to lick across it. Let's see,
Okay.
high or low?
Let's go high.
High.
Oh wait, hang on a sec, you're the
Lucky
one rolling.
you! Yep, the flame is spreading pretty fucking quickly. You hear some of the guards shout, "He's set it on fire! Quick, grab some water!"
It's far too late
Fools, you
for that.
can't grab liquids.
Oh, now it's a good
You can run
idea
through
to
your
set the
fingers.
ship on fire, is it? Now
It never
now-
was. It never was a good idea. Flora would not
Yes, it
approve.
was.
All right.
Her rock-crushed body does not approve.
Are you going to do that and move Swift, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I'm jumping off the side.
All right, you whoosh, and then
Actually,
you
to be
jump
fair,
off
I
the
jump
side.
onto the banister and then like launch myself backwards off the side.
Whee! You're now flying through the
Be
air.
sure to do this as you go. Bye-bye.
Actually, God, yeah, that's the thing. I kind of forgot to do all that drama. I forgot to do Norman's go and Loretta's go. Well, I did Loretta's go. She tried to save Flora.
It's only
Yeah.
been a couple of turns that basically Heron jumped over the edge and now Swift's burning everything and jumped over the edge.
Wait!
So
I can retroactively have Norman try and heal Flora.
no, he is not trained. He's a scribe.
You're right, he isn't trained. But he can still make an untrained healing roll.
You really wanted to survive. She might survive with
Retroactive healing
really
roll.
really bad scars.
Come on, Norman,
Nope.
come on, you can do it, fucking do it. Ah! Okay. Right, okay.
No
Right.
chance.
Don't fight fate, my little retainers.
Right.
Thaeon has determined it is time.
Right. Swift.
Yep.
It's yep, you're flying through the air. You've got
With the greatest of ease.
you've got some time to work out how a parachute works at least. Right.
Oh, okay.
In
Then.
the meantime, yeah, I forgot to do some of these guards. They're going to go up and they'll attack this monster.
It's going to get one shot,
Loretta,
isn't it?
Norman,
He probably is.
Loretta and Norman know
This
what they need to
fucking
do.
monsters.
When
Oh,
it comes
yeah,
to their
it's also
turn, they need to
flanked,
get
so-
the guy off the edge.
Yeah. Oh god, this monster's gonna die. It's fucking hell. Come on, monster.
Poor
Come on.
googly thing.
Googly monster, no!
Come on, googly monster. Come on, googly monster. The first attack stuns the googly monster. The second attack, like the axis, like dig into it. Poor googly monster.
Poor thing.
Had enough shit to do. While the others are moving towards the big water bucket. They're more interested in dealing with the fire right now.
Good luck.
Good
Ezra.
job, really. Otherwise, it'd be a dead googly monster.
Oh, the musketeer, takes a pot shot at the googly monster.
Can't he hit his friend?
Yes, if he rolls really badly.
Come on, get in, shoot your friend in the
No,
back.
he hits the googly monster.
Oh, of course.
Poor fucking god, googly monster. He's gonna die at this rate. He really is gonna die at this rate. Googly monster. Takes the hit.
Poor monster.
Dude, that's the real tragedy here. Not Flora's death.
It's the
poor
googly monster. Monster died twice in the same session.
Oh,
Right.
that's really sucky.
The mage also targets the googly monster, seeing it as by far the greatest threat at this stage.
Really? Really?
It's the biggest threat. Yeah. Spell casting roll is successful.
Barely.
Barely, yep. He does a empowered. Basically, instead of doing a giant rock throw, he's doing sort of a small rock throw. It sort of like coalesces in his hand and shoots out towards the monster.
So let's just be sure. He chucks giant rocks at the little people and little rocks at the giant monster.
Oh, but that
Well, yeah,
rock, it
having
kind of
you-
just the rock kind of pings off the monster.
Have you ever heard the story of David and Goliath?
Yeah, fair one, yeah.
This
alright,
monster,
yeah.
this monster's not a happy bunny. Nash, it's your go.
Yeah.
Roll
It could
to
be
recover.
a happy bunny.
Recover.
There's still time to recon the
Recover,
description of the
Nash.
monster. It could be a happy bunny.
-2.
Nope.
That's not good, but you can keep shambling. You're almost there, Nash. You're almost there.
Yeah.
Go, Nash,
I-
go!
At
The
this
retro and Norman
point,
still need to do their thing.
at this point, the slave, he's lacking guidance, so he goes over to Loretta and Norman. What do I do? Where do I go?
They know what
Follow us! Follow us! They quickly
to freedom.
attach him with a parachute.
Where from? Oh no, they had one, didn't they?
They-
They had
they've
one
got
for
them all,
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, good
Mhm.
stuff. No, that's great.
Okay, right. It's now the guards go again.
The
Right,
monster's
that-
turn.
Oh yeah, the monsters go. I forgot. Come on, monster. Come on, monster.
Come on, monster.
Shake it up, monster. Shake it
Come
up.
on, come on.
It's not gonna, is it?
Have faith in the
on.
monster.
Have faith. Come on, monster. Bad monster. Bad monster.
Bad monster.
Nice.
Now the guards get to hack the monster to pieces.
Oh.
Oh dear. Miss. Miss. Miss.
Yes.
He's parrying away all their attacks.
Wigging out a bit.
Meanwhile, all the other guards, they've all got pails of water and they're starting to kind of carry them around to where the ship's on fire.
Musket man
Yes.
reloading.
Musket man.
Back, pop, spit, tap.
All right, Flora's go.
Or rather, Norman and
and
Loretta's
rather
turn.
Norman and Loretta's go.
Mm.
They
They know what
basically
to do.
take a hold of the slave, and he was holding his action last turn. So
Cool.
they're gonna move the rest of their movement, and they're gonna try and run off the ship
Ah.
full tilt.
Hands together, people.
Come on, 3, 4, 2. That
I do
should
kind of
be
regret
enough.
not asking this guy's name, but I felt it might
1,
just kind of
2,
upset and confuse
3.
him.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, he's got enough. Loretta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, Loretta has enough.
So they both take
slave?
him by the hand and they're running him into the road.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. They all leap off the ship. Only party
need to help
member
him.
still remaining aboard is Nash.
So,
Come on, mate. Get the
Parting
lead
words,
out.
Nash.
what
Parting
does
words.
the wizard do?
What does the wizard do? He had his turn to try and,
He threw a little
Rock
rock at the
strike.
monster.
but it did fuck all. Sometimes he rolls well, sometimes not so well.
So,
Okay. Right. Heron. Yep, you're flying through the air at the greatest of ease. I'll come to you
Am
in a
I?
bit. Yep. Swift and Wizard. Right, he's
Mhm.
he's fucking sick of this rock monster. He's gonna kill this rock monster now.
Googly
Rock
monster.
Googly monster.
Googly monster.
Will be a rock
Success.
monster by the time he's done with it.
He's gonna. It's a googly monster. He's trying to kill with rocks, magical rocks.
I died.
Poor rock monster.
Oh.
But that,
Googly monster.
he actually's got a lot of this googly monster. Yeah, googly monster, googly monster.
Mm.
Yes, the googly monster. He's staying alive pretty admirably.
Mm.
God, I wish he was stayed alive a bit longer when you were fighting him. Okay. Alright, guards
never
try to
goes
attack the
according to
googly
plan.
monster. One hits.
I mean, it's not like he's damaged a guard or anything, though.
Ah! But- Googly monster shrugs off the axe blow. This googly monster staying alive. Oh wait, yeah.
It's not the gods yet.
I also you're right. I forgot to do. Yep. Nash, your go.
Okay, come on, lucky die. Oh well.
Well, you're shaken, but you can shamble off the.
You
It's
fall
fine.
off
You can
feeling
recover
winded.
from being shaken as you're falling through the air. All right.
At which point you'll think of some cool, witty parting words, but you've already jumped over the edge.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck. Okay. The last thing you see is the googly monster fighting with all the guards. You see like flames catching on the ship as these guys desperately try to put it out.
We might kill the king to make up for them killing Lady Flora.
No!
If we can burn the
It
king on his
wasn't
fucking
his fault.
airship. It is his
It
fault.
was Swift's fault.
It's entirely me.
It was mostly Swift's fault.
You might not kill the king, but you'll kill all the innocent people on board the ship.
He aggroed the
There are
mage.
no
Yeah. Yeah.
They
What
took
about
the king's
Berkeley? He was a
coin.
nice sword.
Okay,
Yeah, he's done
right.
Although I think it's
horrible,
more likely
horrible
the
things
Googly
over the
Monster,
years.
though it'll take forever to kill everyone, it eventually will and take over the ship and it'll fly off into the distance and have adventures.
All right.
Have
Take,
adventures.
rescue the slaves, of course, and then yeah.
So,
I want you all to make me smarts rolls and agility rolls.
Oh Jesus
That's not a good
I
Christ.
decline to roll.
Except for Flora, who's being held by
oh wait.
Heron.
It's
Oh,
fine,
yeah.
she'll come back as a spirit.
Heron, I want you to make yours at -1.
All of them.
Yeah, your smarts and agility. Just remember what they are.
Swift
This is
gets a
important.
headache.
Oh dear, that's
I
not
have
good.
one penny left.
Would you like to use it?
Yes, I would like to read that.
Your brain explodes.
I don't want to crit a fucking parachute.
It's like, where's the cord? Where's the fucking cord? Ah!
Right, so I failed with my smarts.
Okay.
What
your
about my agility? Okay, right, let's.
This is why we can't have nice things.
You rolled 2 agilities, Pixie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to use one of my
clicked.
bennies there.
It's the first two that are.
Yeah, 1 smarts, 1 agility.
If I use my Benny, do I get to reroll both, or do I just reroll one?
If you use your Benny, you can re-roll either one.
Okay, I'd like to reroll my agility.
Though it's for the
Okay.
same task, kind of.
Basically
Nah, it's fair.
scrambling for fucking ripcords. There we go.
Woo!
There was a
Did
pass.
anyone get less than 4 on either their smarts or agility?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Not after rerolls.
Everyone, after using up all your bennies, you all managed to find your ripcords, and parachutes come out, and you manage to go down, flutter down to the ground below.
It's a good thing Norman and Loretta have training in this.
Flora! Lady Flora!
Okay. Right. Right. You right, there we go. We move now. There we go. Right. Okay, you're on a sort of a hilly plain right now, and you all kind of actually some of you I guess you know where each other are.
This
you
wasn't
see
Mount
the-
Streisand, was it?
Maybe.
Mm.
By coincidence. Yeah, basically, it's not too hard to find each other because, you would have seen each other's parachute go off, so forth. All right, Heron, yes. You are next to, basically, Flora's body.
Corpse.